I'm pushing a button. No one can stop me. I control the video feed.
Vertical, horizontal, diagonal, orthogonal, and all so many other different gnuls are being controlled right now.
I will be master of shapes. First the bridge, then
The world! How many shapes do you think exist?
I have a question for you. If you're you're a master of gnomes, are you master of gnomes?
Perhaps. Well, it's been a couple weeks because there was a single session put off because we collectively all forgot about Thanksgiving. It happens.
gaps.
American Thanksgiving, anyway. Yeah. And the thing that occurred 2 weeks ago was the discovery and defeat of Cube Prime, the most supreme form of Cube Bot witnessed so far.
The eldest
Enormous,
and strongest of
powerful.
cubes.
Not the third strongest, but merely simply the strongest of cubes.
Cubot Prime will live in my heart.
Cube Prime was destroyed, however, not unsalvageably, but that would have to be a concern for another day.
Operative Cube Prime has just gone back to work. Just standing in the corner, gesticulating and shouting about how we've ruined the cubes.
Guido Chekhov, by the way, was the pilot of Cube Prime. Spelled like pseudo, but swap the E and U, and it is pronounced Guido. That's how it works. Now, extradite testing. Destroying Cube Prime and, basically messing with extradite testing here was the first step of 2 required to open the way to Balzac Caesar's office. Balzac Caesar, of course, being the regional manager of Glory of Kings, landscaping and real estate. Usually the other way around, real estate and landscaping. And therefore, also because of this particular region, is the Special Operations Branch and all that, which is a weird black operations unit of this real estate and landscaping company. Therefore, the regional manager of that, and basically direct cause of the attack that happened on Judiciary Outcomes like 2 years ago at this point in the atmosphere of Chumbort. Well, not atmosphere, in the orbit around Chumbort. And in Chumbort itself.
So the next step of the plan was to get into the long corridor and take the Jeep ride to the danger zone.
A very long Jeep ride.
Everybody get in the Jeep. And Mortar is going to drive.
Yes. Is it big enough for 5 giant suits?
Yeah, let's say yes, actually. Mooncarver gets left behind. That's Denning Rasada gets left behind and stays behind. You know, keep watch of this area. That kind of thing. It happens.
It is not unlike the God, what would you call it? The pickup truck from FF7.
Just put Barrett on the back.
With professional responsibilities is in the bed of the truck, leaning over.
The Jeep is listing heavily to the side.
That truck could keep up with fucking that robot at the end and everything. That was a good fucking truck, turns out. You ever think about that?
As it turns out, Shinra makes a good fucking truck.
Yeah, so there is also inexplicably a robot with a almost skull-like mask on the other side who starts to talk to you extensively in that language.
For about halfway through the trip, and then just stops.
Yeah. Yes. Normally this would have been in a radio call or something, but they decided to put it here instead. There's a lot of dumb truck rides in video games, it turns out.
I assume we had time for repairs, right?
Yes, that's kind of what I was
just taking care of that now.
You've woken up.
There's a short rest on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to spend a repair to remove heat? Or does that just go away?
No,
That
heat
just goes
goes away
away.
automatically, but
All right, cool.
restoring HP, that
Stress.
requires a repair.
I have not taken HP damage yet. Thanks, Ty.
One reason I chose this mech. You bet.
Free chip damage is a pretty good feature.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, real honestly, what it turns out is that this is this in the far like upper right corner of the building. It's actually quite distant, and the path onwards is a kind of underground tunnel that is straight up like a full-on underground, like, you know, intermittently lit tunnel and everything that you'd find in like just a city, an underground tunnel that goes that way. And there is like a few jeeps in there, literally, to be able to go back and forth between these two. And it's excessively long, basically. It's weird that they built these two long as long as they are, until you get to a certain point and like there is a full-on checkpoint halfway through it. That is not really designed to take on a group of mechs, so they actually just back off and let you through.
We'll be back in 15 minutes, guys.
Pretty much. And it turns out it's likely supposed to, on reaching that point, it is likely simultaneously supposed to keep people out and also things from leaving at the same time. It's both.
We pass by the door to the manager's office where there's a giant gold statue of the cube bot that sheds its outer coating and the lights on it dim.
I bet Qbot got Employee of the Month. I'm gonna be honest. Feels like a Qbot thing.
I just had one idea that, am I willing to do that? No, I'm not. Never mind. It's fine. Idea rescinded. I
Qbot
was
and
about to
some
make one
other.
last second alteration to the encounter that's about to happen, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Qbot and some other interesting looking robot that are like sort of interlocked in order to seem like some sort of other imposing giant or robot.
And they formed the head? Is that the idea?
Well, this is more of a Super Metroid reference, but yes.
I see. All right. So on your way into the off limits bit, there is the lighting starts to really, really, really fade down and start to become much more mild, which is a very weird thing through the tunnel. The intermittent lighting on it starts to get like less and less, and then eventually it starts to get cooler and cooler. It goes from the warm, oranges and yellows to a deeper. It doesn't cast like a blue light or anything like that, but it's like a very. You go to basically like very low power fluorescence at this point over here, a little bit more clinical.
We got the mood lighting going.
Mm-hmm. And at the very end is that there is a huge fucking bulkhead ass door over here that is on full lockdown. But there is a terminal.
I get off the
nearby.
truck and attempt to push the door open.
You can attempt it. Go for it. I'm not going to stop you from making that attempt.
I already said I did it.
Hold on.
You gonna throw some dice about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Throw some dice about it.
All right.
What does your office worker job have to do with lifting heavy objects, huh?
When they hire you, they ask you if you can lift 50 pounds, around the office and
I
whatnot.
mean, that is true.
No. This is the final moment where we get to call Newbie out for always using that background. So, Newbie, how do you justify it?
How do I justify it?
Your final logical backflip.
Okay.
Show us.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me walk you through the instructions of how this is the quickest way to get the door open. Anyway, I'm gonna roll PowerPoint for
All right, newbie. Maybe I love your hustle. I love your hustle. You were not using PowerPoint for this. Fuck off.
I could use threat assessment instead. It's the same. I don't have I pushed the door open.
That's what I'm getting at, newbie, is that you're not lifting this door through sheer force. If you want to throw a threat assessment, you're going to get a threat assessment here off of this instead, and I'll give you the actual result.
Okay.
This is clearly threat assessment. This is clearly like I said, it is a highly reinforced part of the building, which is simultaneously keep people out and also to keep things that they're experimenting on in. It is a prison cell, basically, or at least temporarily so. And you can clearly tell this from the measures going on here. And it is apparently like temperamental enough that even the lighting is kept dim out here.
Yeah, hey, is it colder on this end of the building than the other one?
It is. It is colder over here.
That's just because it's on the north side of the building. It's in the shade.
Are we implying that maybe they are holding another one of those weird AI where they have to hold them in cold places, right? Isn't that a thing
is
to
not
keep them from cascading?
That or a
It is
Metroid.
not that cold, though. It is not so cold as to keep it at
Is
like
it a
superconductor
Metroid?
temps.
But yeah, it
Newbie
might be a
has a good
Metroid
point.
situation. They could have any number of things that they're keeping in cryo storage.
Could be a bio.
Does this giant door have some sort of like computer console or anything
It does,
nearby?
yes. There-
Okay.
I got a little cut off at the start, and I forgot to mention it again. But there is, in fact, actually just an accessible console over here, and it's probably not actually that hard to get this door open through a technological means for that reason.
Is it just like you got to push the open button and it opens, or
No, it's not that easy. Come on.
Push the close button.
newbies yelling PowerPoints on it while trying to knack it open, and there's an open button there?
PowerPoint.
I don't really have any talents to get a door open, but I know people in this party that do.
That's true.
Just go ahead and crack open the tiny fridge, take out like the exactly one beer that fits in it.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up, and then wire the fridge directly to the console and let my NHP try to simultaneously guess every plausible password at once.
Makes sense.
Give it the old hack and fix.
There's an additional part of this as well. That
Extreme.
is going to work. Trust me. The thing is, though, is that when you like hook your NHP up to this, it starts to it acts a little bit weird. It still follows your instructions. It doesn't have any problems there, and it is perfectly fine with doing this. However, you do get an immediate warning of, oh, it's spooky in there, basically.
Fridge
It's not the
haunted.
same. Yeah, it is not the same kind of spooky as was on that space station. It just isn't. It's not cold enough in there for that. It's not. It's not like distinctly like a. Well, not a pseudo meta vault or anything like that. It's just a location that has some weird programming in there, and it is kept at a strangely low temperature.
Where did we encounter those spider bots?
The ones on the space station you're talking about, or?
Yeah. Like, what planet was that over?
Miscellaneous planet?
Wasn't that on the way? No, that was like
Or-
in an asteroid field someplace.
Or do you mean the bees?
Yes.
That was on the way to
That was over
Chumbort.
Chumbort. Yeah, that was in the that was in the orbit of Chumbort. Yeah.
Bees. Bees?
So
Bees.
immediate like grasp of everything in here. It's incredibly strange. First and foremost, there is the obvious just like blood splatter on the like that's like still visible. There's been a lot of damage to the floor in here. Hey, by the way, Storm Asada is here. Hold on.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? I got here at the last second. It's fine.
3
Hey, open
horse rugs. Who needs 3 more horse rugs?
How many of these do they have?
Bold of you to storm. Okay, I'm gonna preface something for this
You wanna
section.
Go for another storm?
I'm gonna preface something for this session and this session alone. I got up at 3 in the morning today.
Mhm.
I'm a little gassed. Anyway, bold of you to assume that those are rugs and not just the skins of horses.
Newbie, I'm so tired right now. I misread Blue Lightning Scan as Blue Lightning Sean, and I was like, "Who's Blue Lightning Sean?
That'd be a pretty good name.
Who's
Well,
this
legit.
Sean guy gonna be?"
Good
New SOC.
to know we're both firing on all cylinders.
100%.
Also, here's his token. It is lightly customized. He's got an energy rapier.
Swords.
Okay, you can't fool me. That's just a golf with a fucking with wings.
Do they have a factory that makes these?
Looks like it's more out of armored core than anything. Like the chassis, like in legs, look armored core-ish.
It is titled the
Wings.
Blue Lightning because the original mech here was based visually off of the white glint.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks kind of
Huh.
close, especially with the shoulders there.
I should play Armored Core.
So we got walls.
Yeah, these walls are all reflective, is the thing. They are all mirrors. Mechanically, by the way, what that means is that you can bank energy shots off of them if you want.
Oh man,
Yep.
wait a minute.
Energy.
Hold up.
Yep. Yeah, you've got a laser.
Hey, member of
and on
team
top-
with a long range beam. Medium range beam.
Mine is a 15 range beam.
Yeah, it's a long range beam.
So basically how I'm work that out, and this is actually probably the simplest way to do it. Let's say from here, newbie, you fire at this like hex over here, it goes 6. Because of how it worked out, it will go 6 again in its opposite orthogonal direction there. So 12 up here.
Okay.
That's how it would work. That's
Follow
a little
up.
bit trick shotty, but yeah.
Follow up question.
Mm-hmm.
8. What would the result be?
Okay, let me think about this because I just want to do this because I feel like it's gonna be fun. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So over there. This is going extremely weird. There it is. Snap to center. That's what I wanted. It would go 8 after that, so probably to just right here is the idea.
Well, it's only 6.
Right here.
Okay. Okay, understood. So it's off of the first hit.
Yes.
All right. Dope though.
Mhm.
I'm down for this. With
And
my
they're all-
with my range 15 beam, I could do some real hard shit.
Exactly. All right. This room is incredibly weird. It is a huge mishmash of things. There's a whole lot of destroyed, broken machinery. And there are, let me count these up, 10 different, energy tubes on the right side. These, by the way, everything that's like one of these, that's a closed door. Aside from these ones, which are not closed doors, but they are just weird outcroppings of machinery and things like that. There are these 10 tubes, 1 in the top left, and then 9 on the right, basically the far right, of which some of them are destroyed, some of them are currently active, and some are just doing nothing at this current time, kind of thing. But there are 10 of them.
Do they have like stuff going through them, or is it like energy or what?
There is some of them are on, but there's nothing inside of them at that very moment.
Is there any indication like what this thing is? Looks like there's a ramp up and around.
There is a ramp up and around. There is no visual indication of what that is. It is currently off.
Well, gang, should we start looking around the room for things to kill? Or at least break?
All right, let's split up, gang.
Yeah.
If it being in this state hasn't already set off the fire alarm, how do we even get this
Correct.
place to panic?
We obviously steal
That's
the horse
weird.
rugs.
Time to steal the rugs.
Or
If there's something
storage.
At this point, it's basically if something catches your interest, talk to me about it, and I will describe parts of it, because this is not a fight that immediately starts.
I'm looking at this blue thing that's in front of me over here.
Yeah, okay. You can... if you want to turn it on, it's not hard to.
I guess I'll ask Clarkson what he thinks about it, because he knows more about this shit than I do.
I don't know. What's Clarkson think about it?
You don't have to roll for this, because you can actually like feel this. This is a small scale blink space, like not teleporter, but like
Singularity generator.
more or less, yes. Very small scale, not a big one. At the very best, it would be able to reproduce, like, it would be able to cover and reproduce like this room, this entire area right here. That's small scale on blink space scale stuff. Normally,
Is there any
it's like
indication of what they were using it for? Was it just like for testing purposes, or were they trying to like make teleports around the office? Or
unlike most things, this in this room, it's pretty much immaculate. So it is apparently kept with like kept extremely like carefully what do you call it, controlled,
maintained?
maintained. Funny thing, underneath it right here, that's just a TV. That is just a TV that goes like 12 meters away to this weird large metal bench down here on the bottom.
Nice TV.
The angular viewing on that's going to be pretty awful.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to turn it on, it actually has a thing in it, which is basically, it basically just has experiment in progress, like, listed on it.
Yeah, I get that
Apparently
audio
does not have to
log.
Mm-hmm.
Do not power down this system. It is rendering.
Environment, tell me a story.
Is this
Like most-
BCA computer?
Yeah, like most industrial televisions, it's still a CRT.
And I guess, yeah, if you want to, like, access that experimental log, it's actually mostly in very, like, very plain, scientific text of, like, oh, yeah, it's just full-on describing things that are going on, which is basically, it's kind of describing, like, alternate room state, active, plagues in progress. It currently lists on there as well. Let me go bring this up. Of the plagues that are present at this very second are 1, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Says the words plagues 1, 5, 6, 7, 9 as being involved in this current ongoing experiment. And it seems to be a kind of like blink space small storage version of this very room that they are in right now.
So are they like storing plagues in alternate realities or something? Is that what they're trying to get at? I guess I don't have anything to roll for this, but
So I actually have something about this, and it's actually kind of a long callback here. And let me see if I can just bring that up really quick. It was on space elevator ambush. There it is. So, this guy over here, like a few months ago, there was a robot that was part of the attack on you called Plague 4.
I was going to ask if that was a robot we've seen before.
Yeah, Plague 4 is a robot that you have seen before. And it was actually, not here's the important thing. It wasn't piloted. It was, in fact, not piloted by a person. It was piloted by an NHP. It was not like a physical person inside of it. It wasn't a CompCon that was piloting or like a rudimentary AI. It was a full NHP that was.
So does that mean that there are other versions of this NHP that's chilling someplace? Possibly?
Or they might all be extensions of the same base entity.
Possibly.
They're using
Doc,
this to keep some layers.
Yes.
can I, from here,
I found it.
use the reflective surface here to get, like, eyes on this part of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a another threat assessment roll.
I found the
Yeah.
picture of Plague 4.
Yeah, it's an exceptional picture of Plague 4 done by Doc Dubs. It was fantastic. I love it. So you can just tell from this, it's actually basically safe over there. That is a dance floor, is what you're looking at right there. That is a full-on dance floor, like an actual. There's even like a couple of lights over here, and it's very confusing that that's there. There's a TV, a dance floor, all of this other stuff. But you also see that there's nothing in there physically. There is no robot. It's like
Obviously,
no.
you need to go pass an agility check over there to see if you can get down.
Can Hearthwall not get down?
Well, I do have.
Yo!
I do have a +6 to agility.
There's no lights that are actually currently on except for like one that is doing a very small amount of light on. So there's plenty more stuff to look at in this room. Or
Oh yeah, is the temperature in here real cool, by the way?
it is cold. It is not cold enough to like cause any like environmental effects of cooling you down. It's sub-freezing in here, is the long and short of it.
I'm noting this in the corner.
It's sub-freezing in here up except for the top left of the room, which Newbie is pointing at right now, which this entire part over here is very hot. It's very hot, and you probably have some form of radioactive material like a detector, a Geiger counter or whatever, at least on your mechs. It is also like actively radioactive over here. Dangerously so.
They're not properly storing this. This is a workplace safety violation.
Salt wants to get on that dance floor.
You want to do a flip?
Hell yeah.
If you show off, you gotta set up the camera so you can put it in a video.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up the camera. I'm gonna put a cassette tape into my mech and blast some, you know.
What?
Sorry,
What?
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do some cool sick moves on here. And like your music gets turned on. It's kind of nice, I guess. It's all right.
Well, yeah, I had to check the licenses on it and make sure it wasn't, you know.
Yeah. You
gonna
wanted to
get me in
avoid
trouble with the company, yeah.
the
All right.
UMCA.
Yeah.
But I think everyone needs to be like on guard and in formation before we think about approaching the horse chamber.
Is the horse chamber? Are these dumpsters? Is that just like where the
That
old
is a
horse?
that is a full-on dumpster filled with garbage bags. Yes.
Oh, so some poor intern has to fucking carry the garbage all the way back to the horse chamber through the evil room first. Whenever they gotta take out the trash.
Horse chamber.
Are these things over here on the right behind the wall? I'm assuming. Like, can we see these?
Things on the right behind the wall. You mean the tubes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that they're there regardless because you have basically perfect map knowledge at all times.
But this is a wall.
needs-
Like, we can't get to them or
There's a
anything.
wall, and this was a door.
You can open
said?
this door. Yeah, you can open this door or this one up here. That is a thing that you
There are
can do. It's not hard to
doors
open it. It is
in front of
literally
the
just a
tubes.
like
Oh.
you get into nearby and it opens.
I see. Those like lighter green parts are doors. Got it.
Yes. It's colder over here on the right side. On one of these, it is very, very chilly, particularly around one of these tubes. And that's one of the ones that is actually currently working. It's like, oh, if the over here on the left was below freezing aside from the hot part, this one over here is like actively very cold, but only that one. Most of them are not.
Gotta check out horse rugs. I've been curious.
The horse rugs have a lot of dried patches of blood on them that is, just stuck around as just a, dried dark brown patch.
Damn. Is the blood coming from anywhere, or is it just kind of everywhere?
It's spread basically everywhere, and in the top right corner over here is a pile full of skeletons.
Oh,
Just
hell
straight
yeah.
up.
As a skeleton aficionado, I check out the pile of skeletons.
That's bones, baby.
Just human bones?
Mostly human bones, yeah. Some
Are
animal
any of
bones.
them particularly tangible?
There are no particularly tangible human skulls that refuse to be buried now.
Okay.
Hmm.
You have to be careful.
Sometimes they
the
keep me up at night.
The trash smells vile. It is also clearly like parts of living things in there. It's animal and human parts.
Is the dumpster like secured to the ground, or is it movable?
Hold on. I know. Bear with me. I've moved it to the token layer. It is now movable.
Interesting. Yeah, just on a hunch, there might be reasons to throw objects into the radioactive hot thing at some point.
There's
What's
also
the,
a whole
Not
bunch
gonna
of
do that
batteries
right
on the
away,
file.
but
Yeah, I was about to
Okay,
ask about
yeah.
whatever these things were up here.
These batteries are isolated from the rest of the systems in this building, and this is actually probably powering this entire being honest, the experimental bit down there on the left, the blank space generator and singularity generator.
Hearth pulls out a large sort of radio looking device and says, "Which is your favorite room?"
Old. Old.
gonna start very slowly rolling up the horse rug, working out how best to get the horse rugs into the radioactive incinerator.
Let's incinerate
on.
these cursed horse rugs.
I cannot remove the horse rugs from the map, just so you're aware.
The horse rugs are unmovable.
Surely cursed.
Children love the horse rug.
Can't
Well,
believe
Children
glued
love
them to the
horse
ground.
rug.
The horse rugs are embedded in a layer of transparent concrete. They're part of the structure.
So you said this door on the right opens up to whatever this back room is.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a load-bearing horse rug.
I guess I will check out this room then.
Yep, and this is a room much like the one below it. It has 3 tubes in it, 2 of which are destroyed and not working properly. The one up top had 2 that were also not working properly as well. And this one has an enormous, extra bit up here on the top that there is kind of no scrutable way to figure out what that thing is doing or powering. You notice that there's a second one on the left as well, and they are very strange machines that are hard to describe.
So they're beyond my knowledge anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
Mystery Gizmo.
If Clarkson would like to give me a check on that, you can try. Anyone actually can. It's just extremely difficult to describe. All right. Actually, you just connecting to the previous one over there. Those are basically blink to real space anchors, and are part of generating another version of the physical space that you are currently in that is not accessible via normal, travel.
They're
or
outside the
movement or
environment.
anything. They're outside the environment, yes. These are anchoring points that, with just the 2 of them, are able to create a perfect scan and recreation, or a part of a recreation as well in another dimension.
There's a second copy of this room. There's the Dark World version of this room.
And as far as you are aware, there are, in the Dark World version of the room, 5 mechs in there. And from that check, you also understand it's as simple as turning off the experiment will force them back into real space.
Do we have to? Can we just fuck up shit in the room until the alarms go off, or?
Chances are destroying parts of this room will also force them into real space.
If we force them into real space, but we're all on the dance floor dancing, do you think they'll come dance with us? Have a dance down
Oh
against
man,
the robots.
Salt is so ready to throw down. You have no idea.
I mean, if we want to make that our deployment zone to get started from.
We're all on the dance floor. Yeah, so I guess we could probably shoot those anchor things, or we can screw with the computer on the left-hand side, whichever you think is probably better. Screwing with the computer may give us some sort of advantage if we can get them to show up one at a time or something. I don't know. I'm not the crazy hacker scientist guy.
Yeah, so I guess control-wise, is it an all-or-nothing thing? Bring these generators offline? Can we time it out? Or...
It isn't fully all or nothing, but you have, like... You would have, like, the ability to turn one off, and you'd leave the other one on for, like, a bit, but then it would be overloaded, and you would have, like, about a single round's worth. Exactly 1 round's worth of extra time available to you.
Okay, I have my idea in mind for how to do this. So
That seems like a better idea, because...
right now, these things are running off of these emergency batteries here.
Yes. Those batteries, which are isolated batteries, not exactly emergency ones.
But yeah, there's this local power system that is running
Yes.
this room. So let's just very slightly break these so that they will fail and shut down. And then let the system do whatever gymnastics it wants to in order to power down gracefully, or just kind of collapse. And that'll give us our, like, timed release to be ready to get the drop on them.
Mm-hmm.
Make it look like, this is just a power outage.
That's better than any idea I have.
Yeah, you have no way of knowing exactly where they will, like, plop into this room.
Should we all just hide in one room, or should we spread out a bit? That's, I guess, a good question.
I mean,
I can move really fast and sneak a bit, so...
yeah, I got the movement, but Ty could also pre-spawn some drones and stuff like that too. We could set up.
Put the
Yeah,
pinball drones in the
I
hallways,
guess I'm just-
but...
I'm not sure where stuff is going to deploy exactly.
Dance floor is a pretty
Yeah,
open
true.
space that seems like as good as any to, It's also, like, in the middle of everything.
Doc, is this center section, like, navigatable through?
Yes,
Like, it looks
you
like
can
the
walk
corridor.
through that on.
So-
You can walk through that on all directions, basically. Yeah, there
see.
is a, like, lattice of metal that you can get on top of, or, like, climb up if you want as well. But you can walk up. You can go up there through there, no problem.
In position.
Okay.
How much
All
does your
right.
mech weigh?
Enough.
So do I have line of sight through
The newbie,
that
yeah.
direction? Okay.
Just
Great.
gonna roll up one of the horse rugs and jam it into, like, the air intake on the cooling system of the batteries.
I think I'm gonna chill in this area between 2 types of cover with newbie on one side and, you know, who knows, maybe some melee guys. on the other
Wherever
side, I should
possible, all plans for this encounter should involve the destruction of a horse rug.
Where
Is
do you
net
want to
prof
put
is
Blue Lightning, by the way, because you can also move him. And
oh,
everything.
okay.
I elect to put Blue Lightning roughly 3 units away from newbie and 3 units away from Loon. for no real reason. So like right here between the two of them.
Two
okay.
questions. You said this dumpster was filled with human body parts. I'm assuming we're just taking pictures of all this
Living.
as we go.
Yeah, not human body parts, but you know, various body parts of,
Meat.
well, just various body parts, not just human, a lot of animals as well.
Bag of meat.
Because if anybody asks why we're, destroying blank space experiments for a company we don't own or anything, it may be a good idea to show them, hey, they were conducting war crimes and whatnot. So, And I guess the second thing is maybe we should push this someplace else, like blocking the door, maybe.
Oh, I had a question now.
This is one of the two last encounters we have, right?
Correct.
Okay, great.
I got a
me
multi-ball it.
Yeah, I got two charges of it, so.
Oh my god, brain, work with me here.
Right.
Oh, right, okay. Who has the lowest structure at this point? Is it still net profit?
It's net profit for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was saying, is how much of that have you repaired?
I'm at healed structure with 1 core stress.
Okay. Is anybody else at structure damage?
Nope.
I feel like at this point, everyone who has had structure has repaired it through repairs, but I think Boix is the only one out of repairs.
Okay, noted.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I have 1 repair left for heal, and that's it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will also be doing some Wumbo stuff, so... Yeah.
Look, if this whole campaign doesn't end with my mech exploding, I'm doing something wrong. That's kind of where I'm at.
Not if I can help it.
Not if I
And-
can help it.
Hey, man. I can definitely help it way more than you.
I would like to point out, by the way, that I have not touched the location of any of these robots that are about to spawn in the moment you destroy any of these batteries.
In the final
Oh,
encounter,
directly on my
activate
day.
Sekhmet, dismount, walk away.
Also, for what it's worth, since my first action is deploying drones, I reserve right to move my drones again after we see where guys are.
Sure.
Funny thing,
Spend
actually, by the way,
one horse
fun like weirdness about Blue Lightning is that technically speaking, he always goes first. He has a quality that forces him to go first. All right. Well, here it is.
Crossed out the horses.
I've
That's the one
defeated
that's
one
been-
horse rug.
He jumped it in the battery.
And the moment you start to destroy any of these batteries, first off, the very dim lighting in this entire zone starts to flicker a little bit to begin with. It doesn't go out or anything like that, but it does flicker. And additionally, there is an incredibly strange just feeling that overwhelms everything. It's sort of like your guts feel like they kind of like turn inside out temporarily. Not literally, but that's kind of like what the feeling is like. And in front of, there are 3 bots that pop up. There's like visibly no change. They just kind of are suddenly there. And I mean this. I did not touch this at all. Vroom. And because of this, actually, there is a bit of a Pauli's exclusion principle that has to happen here. And the ones who are currently already occupying this space have to move.
So did we move our tokens? Or?
Yes, is what it is.
And do they just go
9 is in the
anywhere?
middle, 5.
Or
is
they
in
just go
there.
adjacent to it?
Adjacent. You go adjacent. Yeah.
That's a question. Was it underneath the girder or on top of the girder?
Underneath. It's on the back. It's on the
Okay.
floor.
So Newbie
Yeah.
could just keep standing on
Oh,
top.
I'm on
Yeah,
top.
maybe it was on top of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
From the top rope, you got to powerbomb this guy.
All right.
I
3
have-
robots.
I have a
spawned
lot of
in.
actions on my first turns.
Which, let me go ahead and share these as well. First off, Plague 5. This one is actually a token, by the way, created by Dr. Dubs. Straight up.
Oh, damn.
Salt
That's pretty
horse.
great.
It
So-
is
Horrible
It's kind of a
tentacle chainsaw.
horse with a lot of chainsaws and like a lot of like also extra. That is a human torso that is actually like, you know, not alive or anything. That is a puppeted human torso like on the tip of a tendril that it is currently like puppeting a little bit. It's got a bit in there that is keeping it upright and like it's its own like little angular thing that it just apparently likes to have there for fun.
It's just got a dude on a
Drama
limb.
queen.
That's Plague 9 down there, which appears to be a darkness generator of some kind.
Dracula.
Bunch of cool
yes.
eyeballs on the back.
Hell yeah.
And down here on the dance floor is Plague 7. This thing is visibly freezing, you can tell. And it has on its like its orb there a small bit of just like generated like solidified down entropy and nothingness, basically. That is a small zone of absolute zero, was what you're witnessing there.
Void.
Seems good.
Orb.
Don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. And so, first things first, Blue Lightning gets to go, and I will do this for you in the form of, all right, what's your sensor range? 10. All right. Immediately scan Plague 5. And then how far can you move? It's very far, if I remember right.
It has an effect that can move at 20 spaces, but it's just limited one.
So speed 6. Speed 6 is what that base thing is. Ace combined boom boost. As well also, okay, basically 12 spaces. Easy.
Can we yell at him to stay in position so I can give him and Loon overshield?
Yeah, you can do that.
That would be good. Because then I can get everybody but the Shredder drone, which is just too far out of position.
All right.
You know,
If that's the case,
if
then
he's
you
going
instead
first,
fire.
what if we scan both things?
Oh, right. Yeah, the Plague 9's right there, too. Forgot about that. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, scan both things.
Let's get the
Fair
scanning
thing.
out of the way.
I was about to say that one's way more important than the one that's way out on the bottom of the map for us.
Mhm. And, all right, well, here's Plague 5. You can see here. It's quite tough.
Bad engineering and bad systems, though.
Bad electronics defense, you say?
Yes.
Ooh,
Resistance to
defense.
all damage unless they are impaired, stunned, immobilized, shredded. So they need to have a status effect.
To take effective damage, yes.
Well, that's not me.
Bad E defense, and you're vulnerable to status effects.
And
Interesting.
then the other
It
one
only
we
has a heat
have
cap
here.
of 6, too.
Undulating
Especially
Like
if we
now.
can get some open door argument shenanigans.
Bad E defense, you say?
That aggression is pretty nasty.
Full Shroud.
Teleports.
Has a heavy melee attack.
Lot of damage on that heavy melee attack.
And yes, we can put down stank zones and then warp to its stank zones.
You've actually encountered a much weaker version of this mech before. It is a lurker. This is a heavy-duty, for-real lurker, is what this is. All right. Well, Blue Lightning is going to stay in place and has done his move. Storm stays in place, the thing he's most famous for doing. All right, now it would be my turn, but I'm actually gonna let y'all go first anyway, because you've kind of got a little bit of extra drop on it, and you know, having dude who goes first round would just kind of say, "Heh, I've messed with your initiative," is a little stupid.
It's poor form for a DM, yeah, so I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'm just gonna deploy the lads, and go ahead and do invigorate, which goes up to there, then across, which clips this guy if he can even take energy damage. Then back to newbie. From newbie
he
out
can.
to blue lightning. Okay, and then 3 out. Yeah. So everybody except for Shredder gets 4 overshield, including blue lightning, and then 2 energy damage on the big blue nasty man in the middle.
I actually quite enjoy that. That taking that damage is perfect for me.
Actually, wait. Now that you mention it, if it's just a straight line, would this clip him? A straight line between the Guardian and pushing up daisies?
Yeah, how?
Because you have to
big
go up, right?
is Plague 9?
Like 9
Well,
is
no,
a size.
it goes from this that up to there, but that would be over him because this is ground level and this is up on top on a girder. So,
Yeah, all right, fair enough. It'll skip him. Yeah.
All right. In that case, never mind. He doesn't take damage, which is apparently good. I thought it would be bad, but apparently it's good.
No,
I
because
missed
if he
some part
takes
of his
damage,
sheet.
it's a trigger reaction. He can make that shroud, and the shroud does a lot of nasty stuff. We want this guy away
Oh,
from
he
us.
just gets to do it on reaction. Okay, tight.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, after I do that, I'm just gonna leave. If he doesn't have a reaction melee threat thing that he can do.
He has a
already.
threat 1 range attack right now, which is not going to be able to react to you. If he was in a
Great.
shroud zone, it would be range 3, threat range 3. So this is the perfect time to get out of the way.
And then I'm gonna spend all of the movement of my Orochi, since they all just get independent movement of my same of me, which is 6. So I'm just gonna put 2 of these right adjacent to this guy, and actually, yeah, the other one too. And that's all 4 because Guardian's on me. Great. All right, that's my turn.
Snare and Shredder, gotcha. right,
Snare,
I'm
Shredder,
gonna-
Hunter are all on top.
Snare,
of him
Shredder,
there,
and
yeah.
Hunter. All right, gotcha. I will have Plague 5 go, and Plague 5 is like a dog, visibly. It immediately recognizes, danger. Finally, time for my thing. All right, it can only move 5. 3 away at that point, so I have a ranged 1, threat 1 attack. Get all of these back here. All right, so what can you do exactly?
Good thing to hear a DM say.
It is best for me at this very second, actually, just to, for this turn, glide in, and I'm gonna swing at small claims.
All right.
Not a particularly
It is
accurate
the brief
attack.
window of opportunity at the start where I am still visible.
11 to hit, which I do believe is a miss
Miss.
on small claims. Yes.
You get
All right.
1.
That's all Plague 5 will do for this round.
These guys are elites, right? In that they get 2 turns.
No, actually, these are all veterans that they get 1 round.
Just 1 turn around.
1 turn around.
Newbie, do we
They all
want to put
have
this
a
guy right below
structure.
us in the gay baby jail?
I could gay baby jail him.
We
You
both
gave Baby
could.
Jail 9.
Yeah, because his whole shroud thing is absolutely devastating the way we're laid out right now.
Yeah.
It's quite bad. So if we could, like,
Also, if you GBJ him, then he also has to make rolls against all 3 drones for each of their reaction, and then that would
Well,
be pretty.
The idea with
good.
the
When it comes
field is
back.
that for the duration of the field, he doesn't interact with anything.
yeah, he's just gone for the turn.
When he comes
hey,
back, though, he will
can
have
you-
to make those saves.
can you post
See-
in the Lancer
Oh,
chat?
wait,
the-
does he
the-
start? Does he start shrouded immediately? At
No,
like
it's-
No, but
That's
he
what
can
I'm
do them
saying.
as quick actions or when as a reaction when he gets hit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. I mean, these won't be hits, so that's fine. Those are just
Yeah.
checks.
can you post the stat sheets for the yes? Thank you.
Will do.
No, for the 2 boys. In
Oh, the
live chat.
pictures.
Yes.
I've done so.
Thank you.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
thing is that
Okay,
while
yes,
under the
no, this
Stasis Field
whips.
Generator, 9 would not be available to be interacted with, not by drones or anything. Once it comes back, though, it will be plopped back into this place, and it would have to make those
And it's
checks.
not a protocol though, so it still starts its turn next to it.
Kuva, what's
So
your
it still gets
save?
hit by the first round. Yeah.
Oh, my save target. 14.
14. Mine's 13. So pretty similar. I have a couple other moves that I want to set up initially. So I'll go first and do the gay baby jail.
Go for it.
So anyway, gay baby jail.
All right, so Stasis Generator. You're within line of sight in range 5 until the end of turn. They become stunned, get immunity to all damage and effects, and can't be moved, targeted, or affected by any other character or effect. It's going to be used for each character once per scene. Till the end of their next turn, which is your next turn, right? Is the idea?
I was under the impression that they would stay in the baby jail until their turn would normally go, and then at the end of that turn, they would no longer be in the jail.
That is my understanding.
Alright, yes.
They are jailed for one turn.
It's a stun for their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I need to make a hawk engineering check, which it is bad at, if I remember right.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
engineering
minus
check is
1.
bad at. And what is the save target?
13.
5.
Nice.
That is a failure. All right. Plague 9 goes into blink space, basically. Again, but different style this time.
Blink
it is
space, but it's
currently-
bad.
Not in this room, basically. It is stunned, but basically also not interactable until its turn comes up. And then at the end of its turn, it comes back
Yeah,
into
what
existence.
I'm confused about that part. Why is it not visible right now? I'm
Because
still
it's been
like
placed in...
The
So,
lore behind it is
it's
basically it's put in a
outside
pocket
the
dimension and
environment.
sits there.
so it just doesn't exist yet.
Correct.
It does. Yeah, I am doing a move.
Oh, okay.
To
So I couldn't
remove.
have damaged it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a move to take away its turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
more or less.
that's fine. I'm just still trying. Yeah, like I was trying to figure out why my traps couldn't hit it at the start of its turn. Because like
Yeah.
unless
Because
it's
its
got some
turn
weird, like,
isn't going to
intangible thing.
happen because it failed the save.
And it's more that when its turn happens, it's still immune to damage, and then at
Correct.
the end of its turn.
Oh, it's because of your thing. Okay, I was
Yes.
trying to read and figure out why it would do it.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
not.
Sorry.
This is the
Yeah.
Stasis
Entirely-
Generator.
It's my
is
thing.
doing
Yes.
this.
Sorry,
This is
that's
100%
that makes
entirely...
sense.
that's where
Newbie's thing,
the
yes.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's why I was
normally-
baffled. I was like going over the sheet, like, why the fuck can this thing do that? Like, what? I don't see it anywhere.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
Normally, yeah, once its turn comes up normally, then yes, it would have to do all 3 of those. That
Alright.
It's not
Okay,
immune to
okay.
those at all. Yeah.
It's newbies weird shit. Yeah.
Yes.
What is this protocol?
The baby jail's a quick action, so you still got to move in another one quick.
Yeah, I know. I have something that's a protocol, and I always forget what the fuck my protocol is.
Protocols have to be done as the first thing in your turn. That's what it is.
Man.
You can do as many of them as you want.
Fine.
Do you want to retroactively have done this protocol first and then done this? That's fine with me.
No, in hindsight, it's not going to really help me out too much.
Okay.
Okay. Second action. Gonna load a stasis bolt.
All right.
I am going to roll D3. Nice. You'll love to see it. To
And overcharging.
overcharge. And as my final action, I am activating my core system.
Tachyon Shield.
And the shield that I'm always holding explodes into like a bunch of little bits that are now floating around net profit.
Okay.
As you are my target for the turn. You have resistance or redirection.
For whatever reason, I have to make sure that net profit has a bunch of different things on its like tooltip every time, specifically. Because you've got the Blade Master and Brawler die, and now you also have the Tachyon Shield on you.
Yeah, I got a lot of annoying random counters and stuff. Yeah.
All right, so if that's your turn.
Yeah, and I'm just not gonna move. Actually, I'm just not taking my move action.
Okay.
We're the weirdest party in history. We've got like 3 supports and 2 melee, and like that's it.
Like 7 down here at the bottom is going to do its move. Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah.
What's the sensor range? Sensor range is 25. I think that's the longest sensor range I've ever seen in this game. That's wild.
What do you
Is that
need?
like basically full map coverage? Almost. It actually cannot. It can only just barely get to small claims. That's cool. All right, picks a space within sensor range, and then yeah. All right. It's going to full tech, which is weird because it's its own thing. It's going to full tech at what? Okay, I don't have a burst 6 area. That's pretty big.
That is pretty big.
Let me get a cloud here. We've got a cloud tile. All right, from the web. There. All right. So this one little cloud thing, I'm going to give it an aura of 6 units. That's roughly correct, so we're fine. This is going to be placed right here. So, what that is atmospheric circuit conversion system. Makes a space within its sensor range, and an electromagnetic storm grows into existence across a burst 6 area around the space. Then they need to line of sight to the target location. The characters who make any flying movement in the area suffer 3 energy damage. The storm fades at the end of scene, or when I move this ability to create a new field.
All right.
It's a 3
Anti-air
So
damage.
Yeah, don't fly in it, basically.
All right. Anything else?
It will move exactly 2. That's how fast it can move. Actually, right here. It can't actually go that fast. You can go over here at most.
Well,
It's
watch
very
out.
slow.
Oh Lord, he coming.
All right, now it's y'all's turn again.
So it's who's left? Small claims, net profit, and me.
That sounds right.
Should we? I mean, I'm trying. Small claims is dealing with the top one because he's right there.
Yeah,
Net
I think I'm
profit's
mostly
prob-
going to pair off with number 5 here.
and net profit's probably going down, seeing how they're closer to that one. So I guess choose which way you want me to go, or go in front of me. It doesn't really matter. Because Plague 5 doesn't seem particularly hard for me to deal with, based on stat sheet, but I have no idea what the guy 7 is doing. So
Well, if we want to continue the lockdown of the Shroudmen,
I figured intuitively that the other 2 units that we've delayed the appearance of are going to be in Hot Room and on the teleporter.
oh shit, there's 2 more of
There's
them.
going to be 2 more units.
yeah, but even if once Plague gets its turn and comes out of the thing, it still has to wait till next round to do anything.
Yeah,
So
there's not a problem with folks kind of loitering near the center and doing more prep for whatever's going to come next.
I was gonna go boogie with this nerd, yeah.
I will deal with the dog. I will put the dog in the corner. I will full tech and just go for 2 invades. Yes, data.
Yep, that's 2 crits.
All right, so let us puppet system.
Mm-hmm.
It will move its max speed in a direction of my choice. Well, would we prefer to push it into the corner, or should I drag it towards, say, Boix for ease of dicing?
I mean, yeah, you could probably push it towards the center here and make
Yeah,
it.
with speed 5, 6,
5.
5. So yeah, push it over here.
It's a really interesting experience, like forcing it to do this, because while it is distinctly made of metal, still it is not a meat robot. This, by the way, was the change I almost did was making this actually made of meat or not. I couldn't make up my mind, but decided not to. It is still exceptionally meaty in like full like design in the machines. It seems like it's very much like trying to emulate life out of metal and other materials.
Metal that acts like meat. And we'll just go ahead and install some Shrike code in that. So take 2 more heat for each attack they do on their next turn.
Mm.
Then I'll just go ahead and move to...
Is there any way you could do a status effect on this guy? I'm not sure what's in your hacking arsenal, but stunning.
Oh,
and
yeah,
parrying,
if we want to leave a status on them
because then he'll be
instead.
less resistant to stuff. Because he has resistance until he's impaired, stunned, immobilized, shredded, slowed, or exposed. And I would try to knock it down, but that's a whole save, and it's pretty good at those.
Let's eject its power cores. It is jammed until the end of its next turn. This can only be done
Okay.
once per character per scene, but yep.
Jam does not
right.
put it in.
It does prevent it from attacking, though,
That's true.
which is still useful.
Yeah, I'll follow up with more stuff next turn. I will move to over here and become invisible.
Inviso mode obtained.
And that's my
Okay.
turn.
And now it would be my turn with Plague 9, which all it can do is come back into existence.
Vibrate
Loses the
furiously.
stun. Yeah. Vibrate furiously. It ends its turn in this space, but technically does not start its turn in this space. However, next round, it will begin its turn in this space.
Yeah, if it tried to
Yeah.
move or anything, it would set it off, but
Yeah, but it can't. It basically, its
can't,
entire turn has been taken up.
Unless we once again deposit him into gay baby jail.
We could, it would be quite funny.
All right. That was my round, and I'm done with things to do, so it's all up to you two now. It's just Boix and Kuba, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Do you have a
field is
preference?
limit once per character per scene.
It
You
is.
don't get to lock down a person permanently.
If only we had a second character that had gay baby jail.
Yes,
Yeah, I
you need to
wonder if
use
you-
the other jail.
I can go if you want. I don't really
Sure, go for it.
care. I'm basically just gonna rush towards this nerd with a boost.
that's fair.
5. This square or this hex right here in the center. This is the one where it's at.
Yeah, this one is size 2, so it occupies
Oh.
this triangle that it roughly looks like it occupies.
These 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I have a. Okay, I'm gonna boost to here, I guess. That should be within 3.
That's
Yeah.
within 3, yes.
Yeah. All right, and then I'll skirmish, which will allow me to move 2 right next to it, I guess, to engage it without
Mhm.
provoking anything. And I'm just gonna try and hit it with my war pike.
Would you like to
where I-
scan it?
Instead of attack it?
I mean, if you want to.
That sounds like a thing for a non-berserker mech.
Hey, I know you. You've overcharged with 1d6 to get a scan in at the last second.
I have before, it's true. I think I'd rather take this turn to set up and then scan next turn if I want to.
That's fair.
Because it's going to set me up for the next
Would
combat.
you like to fall of my dastardly trap to make you waste actions?
15.
That hits.
1 whole damage.
1 whole damage does
Oh.
nothing, unfortunately.
Knock back 2.
All right, knockback 2, which can go down here. That's fine.
Alright, that'll give me a Blade Master die, so I will spend that Blade Master die as a free action to attempt a grapple.
All right.
Oh, I got a 10.
This is just a grapple is just an attack, right? Like, yeah, you have to
Yep.
roll an attack to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits actually, though. That's fine.
Oh, cool. So that
It's
pulls
actually
me
very
next to
easy
it.
to hit.
It's now grappled.
Mhm.
And because I made a successful grapple with my Titanomachi? However you say
Titanomachi.
it. Mesh.
Titanomachy. Titanomachy.
Okay. Titanokami.
Don't worry
Tamagotchi
about it. I
that.
understand. I get it. It's fine.
Titanomachia.
Anyways, when I successfully ram or grapple a mech, I can once per round ram or grapple again as a free action. So I'm gonna try and ram it into the wall.
Okay. That also hits.
So that'll ram it
Oh,
into the wall, and then that moves my brawler die down to 4, I guess, because it reset at 6 when I healed.
Right. It
Yeah, it resets if I ever repair. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay, your brawler dies at 4. It's been set prone because you successfully rammed it. It can't go any farther any back. I think that the damage is specifically a Caliban thing, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah, that's something specific to my mech.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
basically
All
I'm
right.
just gonna bum rush, hit it in the face,
Well,
and knock it down. That's my.
It depends
turn,
which
so.
one you do. You could also get the Talon Juggernaut too, which gives you damage if you hit it into something.
Oh yeah. I don't have Juggernaut, but that makes sense.
Okay. Prone
So
has occurred.
what's the ruling on re-baby jailing this guy?
If you want to, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering because the effect says once for each character, once a scene for each character, but it doesn't say if you can do it multiple times on the same character if different mechs have
I'm
it.
fine with him doing it. I'm fine with you doing that if you want to use it that way.
Fair enough. We're gonna try to re-baby jail this guy. He's got to beat a 14.
Okay.
It's harder this time.
That's a failure. It
Oh.
has been re-baby jailed.
Good news. I should have mentioned that I was putting on the shotgun choke as protocol first, but it doesn't change the outcome of that roll, so I don't see why I can't do it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Turning on the Titanfall boosters, we're going 1-2 across him, 1-2 off of him, 1-2 off newbie, 1-2 off the wall.
You cannot interact with the mech right now, so you'll have to choose something else to jump off of.
Oh, the other wall then, because there's 4 walls
Yes.
right there.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna put it into
true.
baby jail, you're gonna have to follow
That's
that.
fair. That's fair. So 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Past blue lightning. Let's get it up to about here, 1 away from him. That seems good.
Okay.
And then I have.
I cannot swing
more.
at you because I am jammed. I think you were outside of threat range.
Yeah, I was
It's only
outside
threat
anyway.
one.
I went to the top of blue lightning there,
Mhm.
and we are going to. I don't want to unload on him with the big shotgun because he still has resistance, which makes me very sad.
Resistance and a point of armor.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe
Oh,
ramming would be
right.
good.
Hold up. I should have everyone be able to see these. I just realized that was my bad. There.
He has a good hull save. No, that's not going to work it. Yeah, we'll just do a normal shotgun shot on him because why not? He is within 1 of me.
You can still push him, so that's no problem too.
Yeah. Let's do this. So he's 1 away from me, so I get skirmisher. I also have the shotgun, so this is 2 accuracy on this.
Jammed doesn't negate any other statuses. They cannot talk, they cannot make regular attacks, and they cannot do reactions. They cannot take or benefit from tech actions. That is the limits of jammed.
And jammed is not one of the statuses that removes the
Yeah.
berserker's resistance. And yes, so
So yeah, those are crits. We rolled the 6 on it, so that'd be 8 total, knocking it into the wall.
8 -1, cut in half to 4. So 4 damage still. That's pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, and then we're going to get slammed into a wall. He's got to take a hole check, which I'll probably pass because he's got like +4 on the fucking thing.
Nope, failure.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Hey,
he's taking...
sometimes I can roll bad. It happens.
He's taking another d6, and he is now impaired. So that does get away from the thing.
Paired is one of the things that does it.
And
Yep.
I'm following him with the follow-up ability, and you know what? I think it's time. We're overcharging this for 1d3. Damn, that sucks. So it's 3 heat. And we're going to unload on this guy, because I don't like him.
Are you going to go for full cannibal on this?
We're doing the single one. So
Okay.
not too low. And I got to think of the things. I still get +1. Yeah, so this is just +1 here. And so I'll be using the overcharge round on because hopefully this hits. That definitely hits.
Let me go ahead and just mentally work out how this this turn went exactly again, by the way. So you protocol activated the thrusters first or something, right? Like
I
that was the
protocoled
thing?
for the choke on the shotgun, which I used the
Protocol,
first
okay,
attack.
choke. Okay, so choke on the shotgun, then quick action to activate the field,
Quick to do the
Um,
field. The boosters cost heat rather than being
but are a free
an
action, right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can
Boosted
move
on
a
over to
lot
here.
all the way over
Boosted
to
on
here.
over there, then fired. That's your other quick
Skirmish with the
action,
shotgun,
then over.
followed him up with the
Yeah, all right,
ace
sorry.
round.
Yeah.
You just did 6 things, and it is completely legal. I'm just making sure off the top of my head that I understand how your turn worked. That's all. That
Yeah,
hits, and
it's-
that's a crit.
I know,
So
overcharging
So
for
it's
a second
already max
skirmish.
damage, though. So
Let me is that max damage? That's 2d6, and that was a 4 and a 2, so let me re-roll those numbers.
it's right. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's a bit better. And this was the overcharge on it, because that is a core trait, so that's another 1d6 that goes on top of that.
Jesus
So,
fucking Christ.
Trying to think of these numbers, that is it's
20.
the highest of each of them, so that's still a 10, 14, 20.
Yeah, it's 20 damage.
And he is no longer resistant to it.
Yeah. Well, it still gets the point of toughness though. I got the armor though. So let me go ahead and make that 19 damage. That's pretty good. All right.
Just force a structure check in one turn through its resistance.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been 2 accuracy. I forgot it was impaired. Oh well.
All right. So 2 is a systems trauma. All right. System of my choice is destroyed. Seems pretty good. How many systems have you got that I can actually destroy? In fact, none. That's fun.
How does that work then?
That converts it into a different result.
That forces it into being weapon destroyed, is the idea.
Well, if
Alright,
it loses its
so-
tentacles, sure. Or its chainsaws,
So
I
it
guess.
goes.
How many weapons does it have? Because you only see the chainsaws on there.
It is only the one, yeah.
So it just makes improvised attacks now?
More or less. Also, almost cascaded.
Oh yeah, these
You
things
almost
can
caused it to cascade. Yeah.
Would that be a
Because
good
every
thing?
single one.
I mean, like-
It basically wouldn't actually change much. They'd still basically act the same way, but there could be like narrative reasons for why it could be a bad thing.
That's true, I guess. I was thinking, like, from a DM perspective, like, normally, like, if a player mech cascades, then, like, they don't obey the player anymore and do their own thing. So, like, I would assume the same would be true for enemy mechs. Like, maybe they would just, fuck off and not fight us anymore.
Or narratively, it could be a good thing because Tech 3 means that cascading NHPs are able to recognize Clarkson. They're able to parse Clarkson.
Ooh, we could convince a horrible, hideous tentacle horse monster to be on our side.
Knife horse. Meat dog.
Well, the round's over.
Yes, it is. My turn is done.
So, once the round is concluded,
Oh shit, knife dog with no knives! Oh shit!
The
What
knife
occurs at
dog.
the
Knife dog, dog, knife dog.
basically what occurs there at the end of that round is at the beginning of the next one, 2 more robots kind of fade into existence.
Oh, that one looks
The
dope.
Plague 1 and Plague 6. And, let me go and give you a decent look at them.
Plague 6 looks like it's exploding. That's great.
Plague 6 is actually a little bit terrifying to behold because the thing is, you notice that you heard I said earlier like that there was an incredibly like there was actually a dangerous amount of radiation going on in that corner. This thing is putting out off like virulent, dangerous levels of like radiation at all times. It constantly looks like it's exploding because it is wreathed in nuclear fire at all times, is the idea. And then also this little guy down here, Plague 1.
That Netrunner looking dude.
Which popped up next to all the blood.
Blood.
All right, we really got to destroy those blood rugs now, so he can't appear behind us.
All right, so Blue Lightning goes first, and then I'll let you all go first as would. Well,
No, it should be because we finished. We had 2 turns at the end there, so I guess if Blue Lightning goes, make him go, and then probably the enemy.
yeah, that would be how it would go normally, because like this does, yeah, because normally it would be that I would just go first this turn. You do still get to go first instead because Blue Lightning gets to. What would you want him to do? Because like this is up to you. Do you want him to just also stick in and stab a dog?
Yeah, I
Or-
think pile in on Plague 5 would be.
He's got
Most convenient
retractable
thing.
sword and missile launcher and smart rifle.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
everything is
Either-
out of reach for Blue right now. They'd have to move and boost to really get into position to engage anyone else right now.
Yeah, I say
Could just
let him,
do this big boost as well if you wanted to.
let him take out 5. Once we get 5 out of the way, we can get out of this corner up here.
Work on 9, and
Yeah.
then, get some more area, yeah.
Blue Lightning specifically stays on the ground and does not fly when they move and boost because that would be a bad idea
What?
right now.
Jog.
What they're going to do is they're going to fire they're actually going to fire both of their guns before they move too. Specifically because he scanned he scanned Blake 5. He knows that it has bad E defense, so the smart weapons are the way to go here.
He walks over.
And
slowly.
the burst damage on the missile launcher will not hit anyone aside from it, so you're fine. Oh, +2 +2, and then +2 plus an accuracy. 8 to hit E defense, I think actually does work. It sure
Yeah,
does.
this only had 6.
His E defense
that's
is
a
6.
crit.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a crit on the smart rifle. So that's 6, then 4 damage. 6 explosive, then 4 kinetic. So that's a good solid 8 damage because considering armor happens twice. It's actually pretty decent. All right, and now at this point he's also going to fly into the corner, I think is the idea, because he can go. Well, fly closer to the corner. Because he can go, not fly, he's walking that way. He walks slowly.
Don't run.
The peaceful lightning.
Yes. It's specifically just to avoid getting zapped in this field. All right.
So also to be clear, so there are as many still operational tubes as there are currently plague bots in the field.
Currently, yeah.
Yes.
There are 5 plague bots in the field, and there's actually 1 more tube that is uncalled for at the moment.
Now, if we get the opportunity, someone might want to try going for the tube instead of going for the opponents. Like, we don't know which tube belongs to which one, but
Do we know that breaking those tubes will break the robots, or is this
we
just
don't
a-
know it won't break them.
I do have an unreasonably large sword.
It's true, you do. Hold on,
If it's
I'm looking through.
convenient.
Plague 1 is going to be like doing stuff here, and it has really cool moves, so I'm just seeing what it does here. Oh, that is a bizarre thing. Well, no, I can't target that, right? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's go with that one. Plague 1 is going to move forward a little bit sneaky, a little bit like careful, and it's going to use its one of its quick attacks here called the Redirect Iker, which it's going to use on Plague 7, who's currently prone, which allows him to immediately rise from prone, end the slowed or immobilized conditions as a free action, and then immediately move 2 spaces, obeying engagement and triggering reactions as normal. They may do that. I'm not going to force it to do that. Instead, it's just going to get it to rise from prone for free.
So it peeks
As it,
around the
like-
corner and says, "Hey, get up," and it does.
Yeah. And it kind of like puppets it back up. And instead, it's also going to use... It's going to use the other quick tech it has, Halt the Flow. There's a quick tech against Net Profit.
Yeah.
9 to your E defense.
I'm very sure that hits.
Yes.
I have a 6, so we're good.
You are a Blackbeard. You take 2 heat and are knocked prone.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Does heat count as damage?
Heat does count as an attack. Not like a quick attack counts as an attack. Does it trigger on attack or damage?
Both.
Okay, then you can respond to an attack.
So-
if you want.
All right. The
This is an attack on shield thing, right?
yes. So specifically, is heat damage that you can get resistance to?
You can get resistance to heat, yes.
Okay, then Net Profit has resistance to that heat.
Okay, so you only take 1 heat then instead of 2.
All right.
That is the shield firing off.
Cool.
Because yeah, they gain resistance to all damage if they are attacked.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right, it's all y'all turn now. Sorry, that's all. The Plague 1 has acted.
Should I just
Alright.
finish this guy off, or do we want to do something else? I don't know, like, what people are planning, but, like, I can pretty much finish this guy right now.
Yeah, you can do
Eat
the
'em.
Go for
10.
it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me see the best way to math this out. He's got a really high hull save, right? It's like 4 or something.
It is 4, yes.
Yeah, so fuck that. We'll just open up with a standard shotgun shot, which is going to be at accuracy 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure that,
that
hits.
that hits. That hits for sure. Yep.
Let me reroll the 6. So
That is still a damage increase. God damn, you're getting good
7
at those.
damage. It's knocked into a wall. So
Yep. It's a new
got it.
round, so that refreshes.
yep, it's got to do a hull save.
It is still impaired, so it's doing this at a penalty. 12 is a failure against your save of 14, if I remember right?
Yes, so it takes 1d6. That should
And that
kill
is
it.
exactly 5 damage. And this causes a reaction off of Plague 1. Emergency Plethora. The Allies' collapsing systems with an evasive flash copy of its own The ally's HP refresh and remains active until the end of its next turn, whereupon it is destroyed for good. It is also destroyed if its total HP is reduced to 0 again. An ally cannot be the target of total. Yep. Emergency plethora more than once.
Guts.
So how much HP does it get back?
It gets back an entire structure's worth of HP.
Oh, so like 21.
Yeah, it is 21.
However-
Temporary health. It will die at
It
its
just
next
blows
turn.
up at the end.
Yeah,
of
it's
its
at the
turn,
end of its
though,
turn
yeah.
it blows
Yes.
up. I
It's
see.
doing a
It
last
just
stand.
it gets a revenge turn basically. Yeah.
Does it lose its status effects?
Because it died, yeah.
Hey,
Does it have
Who-
to roll for structure or whatever?
It does not.
damn. Damn. If only we had known about this, because this actually right here would be the most hilarious moment.
Well,
for
yeah, no,
someone
that's what I was
in
about to
game.
do. It's going in the gay baby jail. It's got to make another
You can only do that once per scene.
per character.
No.
It's once per scene per character. I can gay baby jail each of these plagues once. Yeah, this system is kind of screwy. This can be used on each character once a scene, is what the exact text says.
All right.
The question is, do I want to do it because it was, I believe, a hull save, and this guy has a very high hull save, so I may just want to ignore
Its
him.
main
It's an
weapon is
engineering
also
save
still
to do.
broken, so
Yeah.
there's not that much it could do.
I'm
to
just
us
going
with
to
its
ignore this
revenge
guy.
turn.
It would
Alright,
be
yeah,
super
that's
funny,
fair,
but
that's fair.
I can do other things on my turn that are more important.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Should I go down or should I go to the left? I guess as a group question, because Plague Nine's about to get out of his baby jail on his turn, and that's going to be a problem.
Probably.
Well, he's going to be
there,
stunned
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
He's going to still be stunned, and like he's going to come back, and that's it. He's
Yeah,
doesn't
but the
have to do
instant he
anything
takes
again.
damage, it's going to be bad news because that shield, the darkness aura that he gets, is really nasty.
It
I'd say
is. Yeah, I'm
left.
just saying.
I think I'll go down. So I guess second quick action here, I'm going to ready Stasis Bolt. And then I get movement. I gotta think about this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just move normal 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just around
Good that
the
y'all
corner
just
here.
decided to not attack this in melee, by the way, because it does have that thing where you take 4 burn for attacking in a melee.
Yeah, I saw that, and not that I had really a choice to attack in melee with Ram because its whole save is too high.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just move here. And
If
I'm
your
done.
if your positions were slightly different and it was a better choice for net profit to go for it, that would have been pretty bad.
I'm ready, or I'm done, I should say.
Okay. Plague 6 is gonna start moving. Now, what can you do? This is some interesting stuff. Yes, perfect. All right, your movement range is also not super fast, but you're not super slow either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Size 2, by the way, for this one as well. And fun thing about this, by the way, as well, there's an interesting sort of effect that you can just tell from this. Even if it was possible for it to go invisible, it would do nothing. This thing cannot hide or go invisible at any point. It is always possible to see it, no matter what is happening. It is just that bright and that nasty. I'm going to fire a beam at you, professional responsibility.
Contest roll.
Okay? So it's going to be
I believe. Yeah, let me just double check. I
it's
believe
just
I can
basically
use
we
that.
both do an attack. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we go at each other.
I just want to make sure I can do that on myself.
Pretty sure you can.
You are ally character. Okay, yeah, dope.
Yep.
All right.
All right. 15 beats your 14 by 1. Sorry about that, buddy.
Revel with me and how rad that would have been.
It would have been really cool to have dueling beams
clash.
in yours of one. So fun thing though is that okay. First off, you take 3 energy and 3 heat. This, you block 2 of the energy with your armor and all that, but you still take 3 heat. That is not blocked by armor.
Okay. Good thing my heat cap
It's
is
very
free.
high now. Now, here's the much worse thing, is that all spaces that you currently occupy become dangerous terrain for the remainder of the scene, so the encounter, dealing energy damage. You start your round in there, you take 5 more energy damage for being there.
For existing?
For being on it. It is dangerous terrain. The basically what happens is that
Here's lava.
Yeah, it creates floor as lava zones basically on
Oh,
every
where
single point that it attacks.
Okay, where I'm standing. Got it.
Correct. Where you are standing, you can move off of it. It's
Yeah.
not like it's not on you. It is specifically where you are standing. And I think actually dangerous terrain might be at when you end your turn there. Let me check. Dangerous terrain, fun note actually is I believe that... Hey, Boix, do you still have the bulwark mods, or did you take those off?
Let me double check. I do in fact have bulwark mods.
You'd be immune to this damage.
Nice. That was one of the few. It's only 1 SP, so I kept it on.
Okay, so dangerous terrain is when you end your turn in dangerous terrain, or when you first move into it for a round. So you, once it's below you, it is safe to move off of it without having to.
So by existing in it initially, I don't take
You
the
will
damage.
not be correct. Yes,
But
Just
now the
double-checking to
center
make
of the
sure
arena is bad times.
the upper center, not the bottom center.
Yeah, going off at the start of turn is like really rare. It's one reason why the Orochi drones are so good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one of its 2 moves, because it just moved there. Let's
Hey,
see.
boss. You don't need to... Hey, we can talk about this, right? I can offer you a position at a company with a good starting salary.
Within burst 3, or yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna put down in burst 3. Now this is a burst 3 around it, so this is not going to be an enormous problem for you.
Competitive rates.
So this right here is a rad zone.
Oh,
This
so
entire region right
pretty
here
cool.
is dangerous terrain. Okay. That's its turn. As it kind of like shines and melts the area around it, causing it to like visibly start to spark and basically you see that like the lava bits over here in the top left, it kind of forms that down there as well.
Don't like that.
Plague 6 is constantly exploding at all times.
How dangerous are we talking? With the zone around
5
it?
damage if you start your turn, your round in it, basically.
Okay.
No, end your round, not start. Sorry. Or move into it. If you move into it, that also counts.
It's pretty spicy.
Well, that's fine. I'm built for damage.
Yeah. I want to go as close to last as possible, or at least after Plague 9, because I want Plague 9 to have to roll for all the traps before I redistribute them.
It will go soon.
Yeah.
I mean, my plan is just to wail on this one. So I can
Go
do that
for it.
pretty much whenever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take "it will go soon" from. It sounds vaguely threatening.
It will go soon and do what, newbie?
Right.
I don't know. I'm standing right next to it.
Mine. Yeah, I'm just gonna activate my Sekhmet.
Okay, you're going directly into it? Sure.
Yeah.
Get
And
mad.
then I guess the AI should stand up, right?
Yes, the eye will get up. That is its movement.
Okay. Okay, we'll figure that part out at least. And then it's just gonna wail on the thing in front of me.
Mhm.
So it's going to just kind of like try to jam it into the wall with an improvised attack. Give it a bit of a headbutt or something. Because it's still grappled, I have advantage.
Actually, not. I believe the grapple was broken because you were forced prone.
Let me see. It ends when we are no longer adjacent, or I end the grapple, or you succeed a hold check.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
should still
No,
be
you're
there.
still grappling
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
You were just kind of like draped over it for a while there, like with your legs out, and but you still had your grips on it.
Yeah, I also, because I'm a Blackbeard, it's technically like more of a scorpion hook inside of it.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Flavor-wise, anyway. But it's going to improvise attack it.
Okay, that hits.
Alright. Would knock back 3, but it's already on the wall. That also moves my brawler die down 1. And then it gets a free skirmish, so it's going to try and skirmish with a very large sword.
Makes sense. That is a hit as well.
And then it needs to make a hull save or fall prone again.
Mm-hmm. 7 is hull 0. Good to know. That's okay. That's 20 though. No problem.
Bam. And then I cut up part of the the dance floor around me.
Yes.
Like, actually, though.
Yeah.
It's very large.
In both sense of the word.
I think that's technically the whole turn for the segment, so unless I overcharge.
Because yeah, improvised attack is basically a barrage. Then you get your free skirmish. Yeah, makes sense.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, sounds pretty good. I will have Plague 9 go, which is going to be fading into existence and losing stun. Bam, done. Y'all go again.
All right, tight. I'm gonna go because I really have to pee. Just gonna scoot over a little bit, so I have line of sight down to this hex right here.
You technically have
and-
line of sight almost everywhere because of how the mirrors work.
Oh,
because
reflective
these are
stuff?
reflective surfaces.
okay.
You know.
I did not fully grasp that. Then I will move towards this direction. But I'm just gonna put a Tempest right in front of him. So just
Makes
starting
sense.
adjacent. And for my second action, this thing is faded into existence finally, so I can actually shoot at it. Where is my gun? One sec. I don't. Newbie, did your thing give any accuracy to nexuses or whatever? That's like your pistol, right?
That
That's
is
Newbie's
my
gun.
gun. I have not taken a shot yet.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna fire Annihilation Nexus at. Actually, does it reach there?
You can definitely
right,
hit him
it's
with.
it's a
the
burster on my
snare
drone. I forgot. It's a burster
Yeah.
on my drone. I'm a dummy. Yeah. So against Plague 1. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is
Against
smart,
one?
so
Okay,
it's against
gotcha.
E defense. Yeah. All right. So.
That is a hit.
Yep.
7 damage.
And that is
pretty good.
7 damage, and then it just I can do a free shot at the beginning of next round.
Yep, makes sense. 7 damage done. The rippling swarm that comes out of your other drone tears right through it pretty well. It seems to be, even though that is armor piercing, so it wouldn't matter. It doesn't seem to have any armor on it. It does seem a pretty dodgy, though. You just happen to hit it pretty well.
All right, and I'm gonna overcharge for heat, just to deploy an assassin drone. I think where would give it my range like right now. Oh, okay, yeah, actually that's fine. And that's just gonna be targeting Plague 6 with leaning towards the front, so just using the back. Or can I actually move that one?
Yeah, going to...
Oh, perfect.
There it is. Assassin's range target. Everyone can move it.
Yeah. So, more or less, just you stay out. You stay out there.
Fair enough.
And then better, right? Okay, so it has 6 move. Okay, nice. It's gonna have to deal with this horror damage field for sure. Worth it. And I'll leave the other two just right on top of the dude in the middle. All right, and that'll be turn for me.
Okay, sounds good. The Shredder did move into this zone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it does take damage from the dangerous terrain.
Yeah. Let me check what the. I'm trying to remember if these get my armor or if they have their own.
I think they have their own armor. Each is the idea, but they all use your evasion, e-defense, and have your HP, or rather, have that boosted HP attached to them.
Evasion, e-defense, and speed.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
So it is evasion 5, I guess, if that's anything. But yeah,
It doesn't
that's just 5
matter.
damage.
The dangerous terrain auto hits basically if you move into it.
Okay, cool.
All right, sounds like a plan. Plague 5 is going to go, which is going to. All right, it starts to jerk around herky-jerky as like it's being puppeted, and it kind of has to move into Small Claims' direction, and I think it's gonna want revenge though. That's my thing. You can go ahead and do an Overwatch attack on it if you want.
All right.
There's not a tremendous amount of difference doing so or not, considering it does.
I mean, if
die
it
at
wants
the end of its
revenge on
round.
me and I can just slam it in a wall 2 feet away from me, it's still got a waste movement on it. So
All right. There's one thing about this that is potentially beneficial to me. I will Overwatch at it with one of my fold knives.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
that hits.
All right, but not a crit, so I don't get the bonus movement.
I mean, I'm not probably going to be able to Overwatch anything else, so let's just do it. It's not impaired any longer, is it?
Correct. It would have also worn off at this point anyway.
So this is just a 2 accuracy. Oh no. Whatever am I going to do?
That is still a hit, I think.
Wow.
No,
What's
that is just barely a miss. Sorry.
Double 1s on the bonus rolls and a 4. Well, I miss it.
Now, an improvised attack only deals 1d6 damage. It's still gonna go for it though. And this would be at a +2 because of its its level right there. 16 to hit, which I do believe does.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and then it does 4 damage, which has been reduced to 2.
Oh no, my overshield.
And at this point, it collapses into a wreck, basically.
With its last moments, just furiously slapping you with the little torso puppet arm.
What it's worth, it's really disgusting and creeps me out.
Yes.
It sure is, yes.
Morale damage.
All right, it's gone down. So, who is left to go?
I'm still up.
I do not believe I have actually taken my turn yet.
And Kubo...
Is Plague 9 gone? No, I'm done, but is Plague 9 done?
Plague 9 faded back in from
Oh,
your
okay,
second
cool.
GBJ. Yeah.
Has Void Horse done anything yet? I don't think Void Horse is acted.
It is not, no.
It is now our team's turn, and
Yes.
yeah, everything in the middle has already resolved. So I think I'm gonna move. Going to move 8 to get over here. Be in Sensor's range of Plague 1. Let's give him a scan.
Sure thing. Like, 1 is really cool. It's one of my favorites of these. I've given you both access to them.
Good at systems, bad at engineering. Tiny robot.
It's a tiny bot that is actually
Good
like,
defenses
hard
of
to hit.
both kinds, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got a lot of tech shit.
Oh, weird. I tried to open original on that and okay, it worked this time. That's weird.
8 heat cap. And quite a lot of health for a small mech.
That's part of being like not having a pilot. All
Yeah.
of these, because they don't have pilots that are physical, they're all 5 HP tougher than they would normally be. In addition to being veterans.
Alright, and since my regular weapons don't reach that far, go ahead and attempt attack on it. Miss.
That is a miss. Fun thing. You now see that the empathic discharge there,
Yeah, that would've-
unfortunately, because it was in, gay baby
Blink
jail where it
space,
could not
yeah.
be targeted by anything, I would have loved to be able to use it like, oh, it can still act as if it, but I can't. It just,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
pretty
able to have
nasty,
it.
but yeah, it's funny
Yeah.
that we put him in blink space. He can't do anything.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. That is. All right. It is now mine.
Horse.
Plague 1 has already gone. Yeah, okay. Plague 1's already gone. Leg Horse is the only thing on my side left that is not gone. All right, Leg Horse, let's go. Let's see. Sorry, Leg Horse has like the longest text on each of these, so I have to really look at them. As long as it's for the theme once. Ah, right, Lightning Strike. All right, who is within the cold? Okay, yes. I will use Lightning Strike within the zone here. This is a full tech against pushing up daisies,
That ain't good.
and I must pick a target. They must make an engineering save.
Engineering, huh?
Yes.
+2.
All right, that is a complete success, which means you do not take 7 AP energy damage and be impaired until the beginning of your next turn.
like
if a
that,
target
that's
saves,
good.
it suffers no damage, and the target may
That-
then pick another target in the area, repeating the target.
It's a 17, right?
What's up?
Because you didn't have accuracy. Yeah, 17 is still good, right?
17 still works. You're still fine with
Okay,
17,
alright,
no
cool,
problem.
cool.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so the
shit,
thing
I
is,
forgot
with
about
how
that.
this mechanically works, pushing up daisies has succeeded. This now targets new business strain. Now you have to make the save.
Is it an attack? Oh, it's just a
It
save,
is not.
so
It is a
having a
save.
difficulty doesn't matter. Okay.
Engineering save,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Engineering +1.
You're also good. All right. I'm not going to target all of the drones unless like there's nothing left. So this is then going to move over to professional responsibility. Newbie, now you have to make an engineering save.
It's fine.
I only
Fine.
had +1.
Fine.
You'll be fine.
All right,
Oh.
Newbie, you take 7 armor-piercing energy damage as like a bolt of light, very cold lightning, by the way. Like just zorches through your mech, and you're impaired as well. Okay, after hitting
it
a
like
target,
Hold that
Okay.
thought. Hold that thought.
yes.
What type of
It's
damage
energy.
is it to? Just so to be okay. Yeah.
Give me a moment. Armor. I'm doing some very easy math. Okay. There was something about something I have that is very good. I cannot be impaired. It's superior by design.
Right, that's right. Sorry, you're not impaired. You still take the damage. Out at tier 2, after hitting a target, I can then choose a new target for the second lightning strike. However, lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, so I can't choose pushing up Daisy's new business strain or professional responsibility. So I now have to choose one of your drones.
Okay.
Your drones are they make saves at +0, I think, is the idea.
I think so. Yeah, they share like
Yeah.
my E defense and stuff, but I don't think they get anything for engineering. I'll just roll 0.
Yeah,
Engineering
so this is
still,
going
right?
to be it's just going to be going from like right to left basically. So just go ahead and make your your rolls.
Oh, does it do all 3?
It'll only target one of them. It depends on which one if one succeeds, that means it doesn't get hit, then it moves on to the next one, that kind of thing.
Okay. What's the range on this thing that it just does? It just does.
It does it
inside of
within
the
the
stank
storm
field.
field. Yes.
And where? Oh, this thing is the storm.
This
field.
giant
Yeah.
thing. It can target
and
everything
This
in
is
the
a
zone.
full action that it is using to do this.
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll. All right, that'll be the one on the right. So the.
That's a failure. So the Guardian drone takes the damage.
Oh, it even goes all the way back to there. Okay, yeah. So Guardian, which for what it's worth has resistance to all damage types because it's close to me.
Okay. Yep. Resistance counts. It goes through armor, but it still has a resistance, so it takes 4 damage.
Okay. And then this will be for Hunter.
No, you're
Also
done.
be hit.
You're done.
Oh, it's just
It
one?
only
Oh.
goes until one of them gets hit. It doesn't hit all of them.
Okay, that's what I was concerned about. Yes.
Yeah, it's not that bullshit. It doesn't just hit everything in the zone. It hits one thing per bolt. That's it.
Hey, Ty, quick question. What size is your mech?
2.
Okay, cool.
Wait, you're size 2?
No, you're size 1. You're size 1.
Yeah.
As
I
long
thought
as
you
he's
were
not one
only
half.
size 2.
As long as he's
Sorry,
not
I
one
was
half, I don't
looking.
care.
I'm not 1/2. I'm not 1/2. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at
Yeah.
the wrong sheet.
That means that Kuvo can in fact jump off of you. Is the idea.
Yes.
So, all right, that is in fact the Plague 7's turn. That is a full tech. That is actually a very difficult thing for it to do,
Yeah.
and there's no reason to move. So,
Since we have the scan on it, can I just ask if it needs to roll to reload that, or if that's a thing it can
Actually,
just do
you-
whenever?
you don't have a scan on 7. 7
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
doesn't have a
right,
scan
that's
scan.
the
doesn't
one we
have a
don't. Right.
I only have a sensor of 5, and at that point, I'd rather just smack it in the face. Was the
Fair,
thought,
fair.
So,
Yeah, let's just cut it down. Yeah.
yeah.
So newbie and
All right, newbie.
May I suggest highly that you leave the area of Plague 9, because that boy's going to be very angry soon.
you also gotta get
Yes.
off your damage floor.
That
where
is
we-
the plan.
I'm forcing professional responsibility to move.
Disgusting.
I cannot believe this. Anyway.
Mhm.
I am gonna run deterrence. Being the person that is most capable of dealing with Plague 6, as it seems to do a lot of heat-based stuff.
Mhm.
Person with the
We
high
didn't get
C
a-
cap.
We didn't get a scan of 6, did we? Not yet.
Not yet.
Don't worry.
Signing off.
Well, I don't need to move twice. I can just move here. Yeah, alright.
By the
I'm
way,
gonna-
I was not aware that Alien Isolation soundtrack is pretty good.
I'm gonna hop over to here. Can I run on this wall?
You cannot. This is a like actual wall. You're gonna have to get down.
Okay.
So you should be
also-
like over
you also-
in the room.
Worth noting as well, you're jumping down 4, which is going to make you take some falling damage, unless you boost.
Wait, can't I just walk down this thing?
He's size 2, and that's 4 high. He should be fine.
Well, no, if it's 4 high, that means you're up 4 spaces. When you jump down, if you're size 2, you're still falling 4 spaces.
Yes. You're still going from 4 to 4. If I'm 6 foot tall and I jump down 12 feet, I'm still jumping down 12 feet.
If you were gonna walk down this, then you're ending up over here.
That's what I'm saying. Could I do that instead?
Sure, yeah.
You're
Okay.
going to graze the edge of the radiation
You
field.
take 3 AP for every 3 spaces fallen.
Yes.
Okay, hold up. I was here.
So,
Falling damage is actually pretty legit. I've done a lot of low gravity places, but the falling damage is actually pretty significant. Robots weigh a lot, so, you know.
Could I exist in the spaces down here so that
If
my
you would like
shape
to,
is like
like-
this?
If you would like to, like, put your arms up and, like, just stay as far away from the zone as possible, I will let you do that, yes.
Just
Basically, you'll
uh,
flip
across
your...
Scooch
Yeah,
up
you'll
against
flip
the
your
wall.
hex upside down, basically, and occupy these spaces instead. That's fine with me. Oh no! You're fine.
Okay. So move over there. I'm going to make a gun reloading noise as I reload the stasis bolt as my one defend action. And then I will actually scan 9. Give me scan 6. Give me a scan of 6.
All right, Plague 6 is pretty scary.
I'm doing my job. Okay, its engineering check pretty good. The other one's less good. Oh, you're big. You have much health.
It's very tough. Yeah. Also has resistance to your energy damage type by default.
Fun.
If you want to make your laser do punch damage, that's pretty good. You can do that.
I can do that. I have a lot of ammo. Is 9 dead? 9's dead, right? No, not 9. Who's dead?
5 is dead.
I will take 5 scan off of my cheat sheet here.
You probably don't want to do that.
I will put 5 scan back onto the cheat sheet.
You can note that the body has been left on the field with an
when
X
normally
over
I
it.
don't do that. Yeah.
Do any of the ones we... I guess maybe if the lightning orb one does some weird revive stuff, I guess.
All right, so
Give it 3 minutes and it'll come back to life.
We scanned
Well, I
all of them except
know-
for the cold one, right?
We haven't
Cold
scanned
one is
the
the
only
only
one
one. Oh no, I scanned
Plague,
Plague.
Plague
you should
1 has a way to revive. for a
reveal
turn
Plague's numbers.
on the list.
Plague
yeah.
1's revive has already happened. It can't
yeah,
do that again
one's
on
a
something.
one-time thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Plague's
I hope
health
they don't
numbers
still
aren't
get back up,
visible
because this
on
is
their bar.
already a lot. It seems
one?
like.
My bad. Right, let me go and do those. Sorry, this is something that
so,
is a little bit cumbersome.
quick
to do,
question,
So I don't
quick
normally do
question.
it. Yeah.
The desolation ride beamer. Is that armor piercing?
No, it's not. It did only did only 1 energy damage to you last round. I
Okay.
mentioned that.
Whoops, I took too much health off. Then I will.
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself some your points back.
But I did take the 3 heat because I don't have resistance to heat. I don't think I have resistance to heat.
It chose to use its defile, by the way, which means that it does have to recharge that before it can do it again. I used it early just to show off what it does. I do that a lot. It's almost never a good idea.
Oh,
but
I
do
forgot.
it
I
anyway.
can actually walk into the shredder drones, or I am resistant to shredding.
No, Shredder doesn't give a shit. Shredder's an Orochi drone. Its Tempest drone is the one that auto fires.
Okay.
Everybody.
Shredder is
The Orochi drones are smart, thank God.
yeah,
So
because there's the ones that are part of you specifically. So
you moved, charged the stasis bolt. What else are you doing?
Scan.
the scan is a quick tactic, so it is an
Right,
action.
So that's your action. We're done.
That's my whole turn.
Okay, it was a pretty
Kubo.
good turn still.
I mean, I'm not an offensive thing. I'm trying to distract this thing right now.
Kufo, do a flip.
That was the first.
Oh,
damage
wait,
round.
shit. There was one other thing. God, fucking
In that case,
protocols.
it's
Oh,
End
did
of
you not
round.
mark yourself? Okay.
No.
I thought I did.
Can I?
You are
Can,
sorry.
can
Oh,
Hold
it
on,
looks
they-
like the dog wreck. Okay.
Yeah, the dog is dead. That mark is on pushing up daisies.
I just want to despawn the dog to declutter the map.
a question.
Yes.
It might affect how further turn stuff occurs, and it is a protocol, but it wouldn't have changed anything that happened on my turn. Can we say I did it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna hit 6 with the... Lord, my character sheet is entirely too many fucking things. The projection shield. I take 1 heat, but it has +2 difficulty to hit me.
Okay, so that is a thing you activated on your turn. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So 2 difficulty target from the Plague 6 to target you is the idea,
Yes.
right? Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. I will give you... Back pain seems pretty good for that. All right. All right, so now round 3 has begun, and there's something interesting that happens at the beginning of round 3. Basically, these like weird anchor point machines start to break down as well, and kind of crawling out of the
Oh, come on.
the top of these, which are these weird like dimensional like little bits and zones. Kind of a hand comes up out of it like it's made of a liquid, and crawling out comes
Pepsi Man?
Plague 10.
Bum, bum, ba-da.
I will mark down that Plague 10 has entered as reinforcements.
Man.
Plague 10 is also very small as a half-size mech.
What does Plague 10 look like?
Plague 10 looks like this. It is very intensely weird. It looks very different from most mechs. It's got kind of a
Yeah, I was about to say, that's just a Gundam. You can't fool
the
me.
chitinous as well is the thing.
Looks bug.
It's a
Pretty
little
cool.
buggy. Mhm.
Oh, man.
Anyway, start
Boy,
of
I'm
round.
remembering all the shit all these dudes do. Somebody else break up this workload.
Not everyone has to
I'll,
remember everything they do. It's
I'll
fine.
remember how
Blue Lightning
mine
goes
works.
first, actually.
My
The
plan is
lightning
to
should
hit them
skip
in the
like
face.
10.
Yeah, if I hit them in the face enough, I don't need to care what they do. That's my plan. So.
True, smart.
We suggest to Blue Lightning that he scans Plague 10 and then gets the hell out of that area of the room.
That's fair. I'll have him go in here, and then he's going to activate the super boosters. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good enough.
Yeah. I want him to just engage Plague 10 100%, yeah.
Oh, would you like him to actually just fight?
Well, let's see
Well,
what Plague
let's see
10
what the
can
scan
do.
looks like. Yeah.
Alright.
This one also does a lot of things.
Oh, sure does.
Man, that's a lot of text.
Oh, Lord.
Low evade, though.
Man, they really need better shorthand for this game, huh? It's my new official first complaint about Lancer. They need better shorthand.
So this one looks tech attacky.
Got the brain for this.
Ooh, yeah, this is a lot of text.
Yeah, it's mostly
Alright,
let me
tech
go in-
stuff that
Let me go ahead and
creates
summarize
text
it real quick
walls.
for you, okay?
He's got AI Cloud.
The most important thing it does, it has a very mediocre base attack, even though it does do a little bit of a burn. That's whatever. The more important thing is that it can revive Rex. Like, it can revive Rex to basically have a weaker, much more mild form of what they used to do.
Blue
is the
Lightning
thing.
should stay there and start beating the shit out of the Reanimator before he can find any corpses.
Yeah, this is the Reanimator Bot. That's what it does. It reanimates. It is an elite. It gets stacked twice.
That is what
It also has the ability to kind of like get things out of the way as well. So it will, and is otherwise a tech bot by design.
All right. While you all fight it, I'll go get the horse rug from the opening entranceway, and we'll make a peace offering.
Can we just put the horse rug over the door so it doesn't know it can leave? Like it just thinks it's the tapestry.
Are
doesn't
the
know-
horse rugs a containment procedure to ward
If
off
we
the
put
ghosts?
if we put the rug over the cage, it might think it's time to go to bed.
Team, we're like 2 hours deep, and we just got
I
another
know.
10th enemy that's a Reanimator. We need to hurry the fuck up. Or we're going to be
I
here till
know.
3 a.m.
Kill
yeah, we
things.
need to get moving.
I actually
Yeah.
fully expected that this encounter might
Maybe
be one we
reset
do
your
in 2
marker.
sessions. That's fine for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Who has left to go on this turn, or are we done?
It's
This is a
the
new
top
round.
of a new round.
Yeah, this is a new round.
Top
yeah, Blue
of
Lightning's
the
round.
round.
Can
Blue
Blue Lightning take
Lightning.
care of this guy?
You can attack him. Like you
HP
can attack him. This
17,
thing is
no armor. Decap, okay. I would say go for Blue Lightning.
all right.
I mean, unless you
Uh,
guys have reasons not to. Him
Yeah, I think
delaying this guy
will-
is probably the best idea.
I can do a lot of delaying stuff, so I will move back in that direction and help keep 10 locked down while the rest of you break spines.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was going to go down the Plague one, but if you want to do that, then I can do that.
All right, so movement, it can continue its movement, so it can actually get into range to attack it at this point. Glowing will get in there, and it will, the retractable sword actually has to be adjacent, so it can do that. That's not a problem. It has a lot of movement. So we'll get into range. It has already done one of its quick actions to scan. He will go ahead and stab now. At a +4. Pretty decent hit. pretty hard to miss with this. That is a hit, and it will do 6 damage. All right. That's his turn, and I mean, I should definitely do the thing that this one does here first. So it's going to take its first round, and it's going to use Electric Ghosts. This is a +4 attack bonus. It will be using this on Blue Lightning. 12 against his E defense, which is 8. Not so great. The most important thing that this one does is that it moves it. It forces it to move 2 rounds. 2 spaces is the idea under the medium's control, which it will do by moving it over here into the corner, and also gives it 3 heat. And if there's another character, yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. The chain thing on that is not going to matter here. So at this point, it will go ahead and move for 1, 2, 3, 4, and boost 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, playtime is done.
All right.
It
I
is
think
now your
particularly since it has that second action, that I should go over there and do what I am going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I can move back over to here, be in Sensor's range.
Mm-hmm.
And let us attack.
That beats it, 12, yeah.
So
Yep, that
I
does.
will, with that one, I will puppet system and have it move back over into the doorway.
No,
Okay.
go back in the room.
Makes sense.
Luffy shoving
And-
the zombie back into the grave.
Also 2 heat from that.
Yes, the 2 heat from that. And then with another quick tech action, I will construct other ideal image to just slam the cube
In its way.
down in its way,
Hell yeah.
which
Fair enough.
dispersing the cube requires a full action and a systems check, which it's good at the systems check, but it's still a full action to try and force your way through the cube.
All right, fair enough.
As a quick aside, who got the bridge building thing from Cubebot Prime?
I have
That,
the
that was
bridge.
also Loon.
Yeah.
Can you
I
build the
have
bridge
many
sideways?
shapes. I might be able to drop the bridge as a barricade.
Yeah, build the bridge sideways. Just stuck in the room with blue lightning.
Which one of our coworkers is Blue Lightning?
Storm Rosada. He's the
Okay.
he's like the otherwise most senior person on the team.
The story implications of this are staggering.
We're shoving our boss in the room with a bad guy.
He's not your boss. He's just your most senior, like coworker.
Also,
is it?
we just trust him. We trust that his
Yeah,
mech
Storm's got
specialized
this.
in melee fight will destroy Plague 10, which is not specialized in melee fight.
Alright, hostile turn. Someone do
Hostile
something
turn.
relating to beams.
I will go ahead and just try to disperse the cube. This cube is actually a pretty effective way to stop it from going. So, it's a system save to successfully disperse cube, right? And all for
yes.
full action.
System check, not a save. So
Still, a 5 is not. That's
cannot
rolling a
make
1.
sense of the cube.
Cube is
It
pretty.
Solve my
hard-
maze.
Has no idea how to deal with Cube.
What the fuck is a cube, though?
Cannot voluntarily enter the cube.
All right.
It backs up afraid of the Cube.
It will
What is this
move
barrier?
It'll move its 4 over here. It has an alternative, but it's a bad alternative. So like, I tried, and that's it's round.
Got him.
Boyks, do you want to continue going ham on the lightning bot?
Rip and tear.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hot ham and cheese.
I am not currently. Oh god. 1 second. What's my roller at? 3, I think? Or 4? Something like that. 3. Alright, it's going to then try and do another improvised attack. We're still grappled and engaged, so. Boop.
That is a wow. Okay.
It's a crit, right?
That's
I'll reroll the one that's
beefy
not a
hit.
6.
Or
Oh,
Jesus
12.
fucking Christ.
14
12 plus
damage, baby.
2, so 14.
Fucking rips this guy apart.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
quick addendum to my previous action. Construct ideal image has to be adjacent. I'd overlooked that. I will overcharge to boost over into position to have placed the cube.
Okay. No
I
problem.
will pay the full heat price.
Alright, that'll put the brawler
I've
at
done
2.
the thing.
And then it will
Do you
attempt
have
to
a-
smack
does-
with its sword. Sorry, God.
Does knockback into walls deal damage, or is that just a Kubo
Only
thing?
that's a Kuvo thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta either have the frame trade or pick the perk for it, which I have both.
12.
All right. That is a. Now, let me just see something really quick. That's a recharge. All right. It hasn't had its turn yet, so it couldn't have possibly recharged it. That is a official wreck.
Okay. That was 21 damage. Hot damn.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then it hasn't taken its move yet.
So it can
So
move
it's
toward
going to move
Blade
towards the
One.
closest thing it can, which is going to be directly next to this Tempest drone.
Which the Tempest
And
drone
this
does
thing.
go off because it's any
Yeah,
character
it
for that.
will. It will bonk, yeah. So we do need a
Yeah.
hull save.
I get +1 difficulty to hull saves, so let me do that.
Not great.
You get a difficulty to hull saves? Hold on. You do?
No, sorry. I get +1 accuracy. It's
Accuracy.
engineering
Yeah.
I get difficulty to. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
tight.
Gaiju's frame gives you the accuracy on this.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
I thought. Yeah.
13.
Great.
That's actually still a
No.
failure, though.
That's still a failure. Sorry, dog. My save target's fucked. So
So I rolled a
you're
1
gonna
anyway,
take
yeah.
4 energy damage, not AP or anything, and then you get bonked backwards 3 spaces.
That is also technically the first save that has failed in a round against you. So that's
I do
also
need to
2
double
heats.
check, but I think that may
That's
in
fair.
fact.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Let me comp con real quick and make
So
sure.
that'll be 3 away from the drone, and I'm within 3 of both of them.
Your arms are still long enough.
I can still
When a
poke them.
character fails a save against you, they take 2
Yeah.
heat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sucks to suck.
Damn.
I didn't think you'd kill him instantly this turn and then immediately have to sprint into the door that I set up. Sorry, I set up a rake there.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I like it. I don't know about you, but I like it.
That's my
It's fine.
turn.
I'm just waiting for Plague 1 and Plague 9 to go, and then it's and then I get to do my stuff.
All right, so let me go ahead and just have Plague 9 go first now. So let's do the 3
I was gonna
saves.
say, yeah, you saved all 3 of the ones targeted by drones for last. I see you, strats. All right, Plague 9 though.
Yeah,
so
so
that
3
is
saves.
Snare and no, it's just Snare and Hunter. The
Oh,
Shredder
right, you
moved over to
moved.
6.
You moved for Shredder. So Snare is agility and Hunter is systems.
Snare is agility and Hunter is systems. Correct.
All right, so here's the Snare. Failure, so it's going to be immobilized.
Yep.
And its system is also a failure.
So it gets a lock on.
Sure does. So
Now, if
immobilized
Yeah, go ahead.
and immobilized and locked onto.
Correct.
Teleporting is actually still a viable thing to do when you're immobilized. However, it doesn't have a shroud to do that to yet. So it has to both be in one and have one to teleport to. So it is still going to be locked in place here.
Got a question about its reaction. If it takes damage or heat first time around, it puts a shroud at its location. Shroud gives it invisible and resistance to all damage. But as a reaction, does those resistance and invisibility count before the
That
damage
happens
is
after.
calculated?
No.
Oh,
it does
so
not. So
basically,
damage
I gotta
happens
blitz
first.
Yeah, so I should probably blitz this thing as quick as possible before we can get a shroud up.
You get the one
Well,
big
it's
hit.
it's
and then it
going now.
curls.
It's putting a shroud down.
Oh, well, too late.
Yeah. Yeah, so going to put one down on top of itself. basically. Yeah, so it puts one down on top of itself, which does now mean that it is invisible and has resistance to all damage and heat while it's in the zone. On top of that, it now has also a very powerful attack that it can do. It's still locked onto, though. The lock-on still happened or anything like that.
We can get rid of the shroud zones with an E attack, so you gotta have a smart weapon. But
Idle
I
Shroud
can't
is
do
a
any.
critical, first thing it does,
That's
and
that's
then...
die. That's Annihilation Nexus. I can do it at round start. It's ridiculous. Basically, my drones now, thanks to Annihilation Nexus, are just like zones where Doc cannot put shrouds, or he will lose them for free.
Yeah, I'm reading this guy's sheet, and I just can't do anything to this dude. So, have fun.
I'll keep
And-
it shut down as much as possible with shrouds. Yeah.
I will empower this shroud, which means it has to take 2 hits to do the thing.
How much does it cost to empower it? Is that like a
It
charge
costs
thing?
an action and also a recharge.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, just making sure that it's visible and all that, and there. Okay, so Shroud Zone active. It has been expanded. That was a quick action. It has to recharge that for next time it wants to do that. And from here, it will use Light Devouring Grip to attack, let's say, the Snare Drone. That's more important than the Hunter Drone, I think.
Yeah.
Though actually, I could choose to target the Assassin Drone if I wanted to, but the Snare Drone is more
Yeah.
important because it's not doing anything. All right,
Plague 9 is size 1, right? It says
Plague
size 1 on the
9
sheet.
is size 1, correct.
Okay, so that just token's just a bit big there.
Yeah, sorry. I'll shrink it
It's
down
fine.
a little bit.
It's fine. I was just trying to calculate movement around him.
It's size 1. It's not particularly big. Let me see here. I get an accuracy, but it's still not plus anything to hit with this. 18 to hit the Snare Drone, which is going to hit. That is 10 armor not armor piercing, 10 non-armor piercing damage.
Okay.
Snare Drone doesn't have any armor or anything. It's one of the Orochi drones, so it doesn't, I believe.
No, it only it shares my E defense and movement and stuff. If it is next to me, it gets resistance to all damage, but that's only if it's within Shepherd Field. So
Okay, so I have expanded my zone, and I attacked. That's it. That's the turn for Plague 9.
all right, cool. Y'all mind if I go so I can get this Shroud Zone? The one. Okay, so is this one down in the corner? Is this anything, or is this?
Oh, sorry. No, let me over to that. That's nothing.
Okay, so this is the only one he deployed. Is this big one? in
That's the
middle?
only one
Okay.
it's deployed, yes. You do have to hit
And-
the zone twice to be able to disperse it. You can do that, though, because you're going to get your free
Cool.
shot and then can go again.
Yeah, and also it's like it's a burst, so it hits Plague 9 as well, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first shot at round start. So this one do I have to roll against the cloud?
You have to roll
and
against the cloud as
Plague
well, yeah.
separately?
So
Okay, so this will be against the cloud.
that does hit the
And-
cloud.
Yep, and this will be against him consuming the lock on, so that I get to do bonus stuff, especially if I crit. Well,
Okay.
I can't. Okay, I can't use that for that. I can't use that for the first attack. I can use that for my second. 1 second. So this will be against Plague 9.
That is a
think that
miss.
Yeah.
You also do have to. Sorry, the invisibility thing does actually apply here.
Oh, it is invisible. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is fire Annihilation Nexus at the Shroud again.
Mhm.
So here's it with the Shroud.
That is a miss.
Wow. Good work. And so I guess first things first, I gotta do.
The 50-50, yep.
Yep. And I'll do high is good.
That is a miss.
Yep. I'm trying to think because
Once a lurker gets going, it can be pretty tough.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to think what best to to do to like partially deal with this with my kit?
A successful tech attack of any type will count as an attack against it. So just a standard invade will work.
And what'll that do?
That'll
says
clear the
shrouds.
shroud.
Yeah, clear the shroud.
Oh, I can just tech attack the shroud. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then yeah. Then
13
I will, tech attack
save
the
on it.
shroud, which is you roll that
You would
with
have to
tech attack.
Yeah, you would have to overcharge to do that because it is firing the Annihilation Nexus is a super heavy. That's a barrage that requires.
Oh, right. All right.
You can also just wait for someone else to deal with it. It's
Yeah, you
like
got
it's not
things
that hard
started.
to get rid of it. Yeah. You still did one chunk of it, and that's pretty good still.
It's all right. I can overcharge one time. I mean, like whatever. It's no big deal. I'll roll 1d3 and see how it shakes out.
hmm
Oh, that doesn't roll it. I have to do manually. Okay.
All right, that's not bad. That is exactly on the middle zone.
And then yeah, I will tech attack at the cloud, I guess. That'll
That
do it.
hits. That clears the cloud.
Good.
That
Now
will
I can hit him.
remove its invisibility and resistance to damage.
Now it's going
All
to
right.
have problems.
Actually,
Dick.
I should keep this around, but I should put it on the GM layer so I can just move it as necessary.
And that will. I will move a little bit though. I'm gonna scoot farther away from this thing.
That is completely fair. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hello, Guardian.
Guardian.
Okay, my round is now. You've gone. Bloodman and and Despoiler are the ones that got to go now. Okay.
The sun.
The sun. So first off, I need to see if this recharges. I'm having the blood one go first as a
the
unsuccessful
blood one.
recharge, so the Plethora does not get its move back.
Okay.
Let's see.
Then pull save. Get on reloading.
Right, yes. Hull save of a +0. Failure, so it does get knocked back twice and takes 4 damage.
4 energy damage, and knocked 3 spaces directly backwards from the drone, so it gets knocked 3 back in the hallway. Yeah.
I see. All right. I have to admit, I actually kind of don't mind that. So that's okay with me. It does get me a little bit farther away from a very, very mad robot.
A berserker, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be next to Berserker. Being next to Berserker
Yeah.
is always a bad
I
time.
assume Berserker would probably go off soon, because otherwise he's just going to be bonking against Tempest Drone, and yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So, halt the flow. Let's see. Gonna move up to here. And I will give. I'm gonna pressure modulate the Plague 9, so it gets a bonus to its next saves. Or next skill check or save. Basically, that's bolstering, but an NPC gets to do it. It gets to do this to 2 allies though. So Plague 9 and
Anything
6.
else in range? 6 is not line of sight. This can do that through walls.
Everyone has line of sight because of mirrors.
Oh, fuck. Mirrors are tricky.
Yep, mirrors are tricky.
So are we, like, we're just saying 6 from the space you're standing, even if it would require, like, 10 worth of mirror bouncing, I guess, is the confusing part.
No, it's within sensors 15, so that's fine. Like they're both within
Okay.
sensors 15. So
Is
can
it
work.
sensors 15 with the bounce?
That's
It
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter
is-
because the sensors don't count about sensors and line of sight are not the same thing.
I say.
Sensors can go through walls and stuff, no problem. It's line of sight can be interfered with, but this is a is different.
Okay, so
It
we'll
also
just
doesn't
pretend
actually-
there is no line of sight restriction. Is just what we'll do. Yeah, I got it.
But there isn't one in this anyway,
Yeah,
even with that. But
I
they
just
both
assume
get their
things
bonus.
can't see beyond sensors for what it's worth. Like generally speaking,
That is
on the
not
scale we're
actually
talking.
how it works in this game.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see
weird.
beyond sensors.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they both get their bolster. That's fine. And let's see, is there anything else I actually want to do with you at this very moment? No, let's just boost. That's fine.
Oh man.
Okay.
Why is there
Alright,
a
it's done.
strength icon up there? That's weird.
Why is there a strength icon there?
That
is
is
that on
from-
the grid, maybe?
I put it onto the wrong thing. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
A
Oh,
very strong
he's
reflex.
very large. I see. Okay.
There, it's
Oh, does
done.
the Plague 6 have a buff?
Radiation.
It
that
just got
lifts.
bolstered.
It's radiation field.
Oh, that's what got bolstered, not the 9. Okay.
Yeah.
They
Or no,
both
it can
did.
do both.
It's up to
Right,
two
right, that's
targets.
what
It can
we're
do
talking
both.
about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Who's
It's y'all's
left? Is it
turn. Is
just
there
me?
anyone left? It's just Newbie or
Newbie or me? Newbie, do you want to go
Okay.
or should I go? Your choice.
Do you have a plan? Because I don't.
I'm going to shoot Plague 9.
Go for it.
Okay, we are just going to standard move 5 here, and then we are going to barrage. He's in range 3, one on the
right.
shotgun.
I just realized the storm field is actually gone.
It's okay, I wasn't flying.
Mhm.
2 accuracy on this.
That I believe is a hit.
I don't
Yeah,
have
it's a hit.
Okay. So it takes its 6, gets knocked into the wall, and it's going to need a hull save.
Hull save of +3, pretty good. Failure, so it gets knocked prone.
It is impaired or is that prone? I always forget. It's impaired.
So
yeah.
order of operations with how this is going to work is that, okay, yes, you do hit it with that first shot. It takes full damage from that, as going to be the case, of 5 because of its 1 armor.
Mhm.
Just gonna double check. You can all see its numbers good. Now at that point, it will reflexively release the zone that it will
Did
be
it
part
use
of
that
now.
reaction already this round?
It did not. It just used its normal release of zone on its first turn.
I thought it used it as response to Ty's drones.
Its turn has come up. Or hold on. No, it deployed its
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it deployed it as a protocol. That was the thing that it did first. It only had the one, otherwise I would have put it elsewhere. So,
Damn, I thought it used its reaction for Ty's drones
Where-
there. Because
Yeah,
the first
where's
time
the
it takes damage or
reaction
heat,
thing?
it's supposed to
it
react
is
to
defensive shroud on the. It is the last thing on its list. Defensive
Yeah.
shroud creates a shroud zone if it is even it already has 3 active after it takes damage or heat.
Yeah, so I thought it did that once it got bopped by Ty's drones.
No, Ty's drones didn't do damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, I guess regardless, it still takes the shotgun damage. It takes half of that 4 for the wall damage.
Yes. And it is now invisible as well.
Yeah, but it is still impaired.
Correct.
I mean, does it do
It
it
has-
when it takes damage? The shroud?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it deploys it off center from where it is now then, because it gets shot a few spaces forward. It'll be like
It-
off center.
that
from it, 'cause
is-
it doesn't do it when it hits the wall. It
That's
does
a good
when
question,
it gets shot.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do it when it takes the second
Well,
damage.
it-
If it goes off immediately, it goes off immediately, right? Like, you know,
Mhm.
it's not on wall hit.
Okay, actually, this may work out. One second, let me look at some things here. Here is the radioactive thing for Plague 6. It's radioactive aura. Which ability is that?
That's not an aura. That is dangerous terrain that it deployed.
Oh, I see. Let's just blast it back into. I mean, I still have my other shotgun turn, so I have to follow one. I could be on the same space as the drone, right?
Yeah,
Since
it's floating.
flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will continue with the other part of my barrage. Because I'm going
Okay.
to see if I can knock it into that bad zone.
Give me the 50-50.
Oh, yeah, I need that first. High, good. Damn. So I missed. That's a miss then. And I will just chill here. And my turn is done.
Okay. And that means I've got just one thing left to do, and you do one more round or end it off as under your assumption, because I know two of you are tired. I'd probably like to get done early today.
Oh, I'm good. I can
All
keep going for a bit. Newbie though. Yeah.
So-
I don't know.
6 has to make a hull save because it's going to be shredded.
Yeah.
-1. That is a full 0. Canonically, that does
Yeah.
mean that the AI's pants do fall down. That is what
Cool,
happens
yeah.
there.
It takes
It's
one
metaverse
kinetic
pants.
damage.
It doesn't matter. It did have 2 accuracy on this, but that doesn't do anything because it can't succeed
Yeah,
anyway.
it's still. Yeah, even with 2 6s, it would. Well, even with 1 6, because that's all you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 kinetic damage and shredded until the end of your next turn.
So shred has occurred. All right, time to slowly walk up to Newbie and punch him.
All right, I'm gonna
Hello,
need
friend.
1 sec. I get to shoot at you because you
Yes.
walked in the assassin drone field. Where is?
+3 to hit because it's an attack with crit.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits. So it's another 3 damage.
It is.
And because it's shredded, it will do the damage.
Yeah, 3 kinetic damage. Yeah. That's it.
Yep. And I'm going to punch Newbie
Oh, right. I
now.
forgot. I had it listed as this on my sheet.
With this barrier!
Oh, what? It's exploded.
Okay, so
Difficulty 3.
difficulty 3 against you makes sense. This is smart, by the way. This attack,
What does that mean?
it targets your E defense. But it's still rolled bad. Okay.
Yeah!
The Saladin's E defense is not the worst, so I know that would have hit your if you were in the Drake. That would have hit you.
Yeah. Woo! Because I looked at this thing's melee and it sucks.
It causes heat and also damage and causes you to get locked on if you get hit with it. Yeah. 'Cause
not
you get,
not
like,
only
coated
just
in-
that, it's fucking 6 damage. This thing has a
Yeah.
really beefy melee.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so
So,
I also need
That
to
is
do the
the end of a round.
not quite. Okay,
Is it?
I still have I actually do still have another thing I can
That's
do.
not the end of a round yet. I haven't gone.
I also haven't. I just did a quick action there. I just swung once.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Energy signature, Trail of Destruction. Whenever it moves or boosts, every space it leaves during its movement becomes energy terrain until the end of till the beginning of the spoiler's next turn, dealing burn damage. Huh, that's neat. That's burn. Didn't know. Think about that until just now. It doesn't matter though. Although actually, you're size 2, right, Newbie?
Yeah.
How about if I grapple you?
No.
Gonna do it.
You're not allowed to.
Still at 3 difficulty though, or yeah, still 3 difficulty. 13 to hit your evasion.
Oh man, my evasion's 12. Oh, this sucks ass.
You have been grappled, friend. It doesn't have any additional movement, otherwise it would pull you back. But it's fine. Okay. Now that's its round.
I tried so hard with those difficulties. Oh, time for Tank Bot to take damage.
That's its turn. It's now your turn.
Yes. Do we know if this thing is resistant to? And we do know this.
Resistant to energy damage, yes.
Status effects. What was the second part of that?
It is not resistant or immune to any status effects.
Okay.
In fact, it actually is disallowed from getting 2 buffs because of that, because of what it can do.
All right. Can I still use my beam when grappled?
Yeah, you're engaged, so it's out of difficulty, but that's it.
All right. I'm gonna.
Since you're the same size as the thing grabbing you, you can, at the start of your turn, contest for control of the grapple with a hold check.
Okay, so hold 7 plus. All right, so I think that's I also have to roll mine.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think is what it is.
contest.
All right, so I'm gonna use my tried to use the first. All right, so I don't have the bonus anymore. Okay, just -1 then. All right, you actually do defeat my my grapple.
Ah! Yeah. So I kick the robot off and then slam a Jaeger round into my gun. So here's the downside of the power and support shield. That 2 difficulty hits me too.
Mm-hmm.
Or the projected shield. Yeah, that's it. All ranged melee attacks made against you or that you make against them gets +2 difficulty. But fuck it. Well,
That is a miss.
damn. Fucking 6 on one of those difficulty rolls. A 1 and a 6.
By the way, that's a miss by 1.
I hate all of this.
Cest Levi.
Special Levi. Got one more quick action. Hey, Doc.
Yes.
Give me an engineering check.
Fair enough.
Put him in jail.
I succeed. I refuse to be in jail.
Yes.
It was worth a
That-
shot.
To be fair, engineering is its best check, so
No,
that was a long shot, but it was a good long shot. I respect
Yeah.
it.
That is the I am the hard support bot attempting to do anything I can to slow this thing down.
You take those shots.
Yeah, I am.
Understandable.
Unfortunately, baby is in a corner.
All right, well, a round will kick over. Yeah, I think that was everyone. Yeah, so a round would kick change
And we're feeling
places.
good for one more, or
I'm good to go.
I could push one more.
I think it's Newbie's call because he was the tired one, right?
Yeah.
Most tired anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So one more, that's fine with me. As well.
one more round. So, lightning
Yeah,
strikes.
for what it's worth, I think this is the most mechanical. Lightning will strike, then you will go again because of I win last. So
Yeah.
I think this is the most mechanically complex encounter I've made in the entire game. Just so you know. All right, lightning will strike. Lightning will just engage and try to keep stabbing because that's what you want him to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to keep that dude busy.
And that, if that's the case, I will also overcharge with him.
Sounds good.
And it's
Fuck
an
'em up,
easy
Lightning.
overcharge at that. So 2 stabs is the idea. At 2 stabs, and I guess the smart rifle is the better option because this thing does have pretty decent defense, but I can't, stab 3 times. Okay. That is a miss on the smart rifle, but that's okay. These are the two that actually matter. 22, that's a crit, and 19 is a hit. So both of those
Nice.
sword swings will do their job. Actually, it's a pretty significant amount of damage. Yeah, because that's going to go into its first structure check. All right, so that's just impaired.
Oh god
All right.
damn it.
Lightning is
Actually,
gone.
I fucked up. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the one heat. So okay. Projected shield lasts until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
But I rolled a 2 difficulty on that attack and barely missed.
Would
So
you
either
like
that-
to have a hit?
that-
That's fine with me.
Or I could take an extra heat and just say that the shield is going over to the next turn.
You want to do that for instead? It's up
Yes.
to you. Okay.
Yes. I'm playing defensive here.
So,
Understandable.
Sekhmet is still active at the moment. So I would suggest that Ty move next so that we can clear a path for Sekhmet to see that rather than...
It's the closest target, though, so wouldn't it be Ty anyway, unless he gets the hell out?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah, I'm
gonna
saying
be
Ty should
me
move
and,
and
Kuvo
break line of
and
sight.
this thing. Yeah, the problem it requires me and Kuvo, and I need to use a quick action to recall Tempest Drone, and like, I mean, I guess we can keep Sekhmet going. It just feels like that's like a huge hit to our action economy for like.
What is Sekhmet's rule on closest targets leaving line of sight? Does it find a new target, or does it pursue the old one?
And we all have line of sight anyway.
It uses all available actions and movement to move towards the closest visible character.
And
So
we have
that'd be
infinite
turning
line
to
of
Ty
sight.
then. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
and
we
infinite line
remove
of
the
sight.
drone, the next
You can
thing I
just-
attack is Ty.
Yeah, you can just
can
go
also
ahead and
just
just,
turn off
end it.
Sekhmet.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
plan, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we should do all this to keep Sekhmet going.
My plan is just to skip my turn and turn off Sekhmet, so I'm literally last in the order.
Alright.
If that's the
Yeah.
case, okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you then, Ty, like what you want to do if you want to go like first now anyway. I don't really know what I can do with Plague 9. I have a way better chance of fucking up Plague 1 over there.
Yeah, I mean, I want to try and go after Plague 9 for what it's worth, because I want to try and hit the, thing it's going to put up at the beginning of its turn. So I'm going to wait for it to go.
In that case, it's either me, Newbie, or Loon, right?
Yeah.
Anyone have any preferences on this?
I know what I'm doing, so I can carry out my turn.
Can I chase down Plague 1 before it moves on? Any
Do you have
objections
the
to
move
that?
range for it?
Yeah.
No, go for it, yeah. If you have the way to move, go.
Sure. We be Titanfallen again, taking my heat. Doing this, let me show this to
I will
others.
warn you before you move. You are within you're within attack range of 9 because it is within a zone, so it has threat 3.
It doesn't matter
It
if I kick
ignores
off walls
engagement.
because I ignore engagements.
Yeah, it ignores engagement entirely, yeah.
So I'd kick off the wall on top of me, kick off the wall that's right behind me, kick off that girder. Those are all free
On.
movements. Kick off the rubble next to me. And I am now right here. So,
Hold on.
hello. We are going to be
Jaegerkunst
ramming.
Ignores engagement and reactions. Specifically ignores reactions if
Yes.
it matters. Because engagement is not ignoring reactions.
Yeah.
That is,
Yeah.
though. So
It's just free movement wherever the hell I want to. It's broken as hell. We're going to be ramming this guy. I don't think I get any bonuses to this, though, so this is going to be kind of tricky. Actually, we will be right here, so I'm ramming him upwards into the wall, because that's the whole idea. Please work.
miss.
Fuck. Well, we're following up with a shotgun shell, then. This is going to be at 1 accuracy. hits, though.
That does hit. Yes, that definitely hits. That super hits. That is a crit. Feel free to reroll that d6.
Oh, that's fine then. It's getting hit into the wall. I'm going to need a hull check.
Okay, and also does take that full damage, which does also force it to do a structure check, but I'm going to do that first, because that could just mean it dies.
Sure.
All right, so it loses access to a system or weapon. 2. Doesn't actually even have any weapons, so it has to be a system. I will lose the buffer.
Makes sense for the tech bot on the team.
Okay. So now I need to make the hull save, which it's at a +0. That's a failure, so it's going to get knocked prone and deal additional damage.
No, it's just impaired. The rams knock you prone. The slams make you impaired. It's silly, but yeah.
All right, interesting.
You are taking an additional 1 damage, though. And
Okay.
since it didn't move, I can follow that up with an additional 1 hit from the back of my shotgun bot.
Oh yeah, you've got that. I forgot about that.
Normally I stay out of range for that, but it just takes an additional, so that's
1 more
total
damage,
of-
and
yeah. So 7, 1, and 1. That's 8 or 9 total. And I guess that's my turn.
all
I
right.
was hoping that ram would hit. Oh well.
10 is going to go again. That's its thing here. It is impaired, so it's not going to be perfect for this, but it's still got pretty decent... It's going to Electric Ghost again on Blue Lightning because it kind of has to get it out of the fucking way, and it's going to work. Additional 3 heat off of them. And... 1, 2. Yeah, there. And it's going to get into this, and it's going to vanish.
What's Blue Lightning's threat range? Does it have threat reactions?
Threat
If it's
1.
using big melee? Is it only 1 on that sword? That sucks.
It is not. It is not a long sword. It is actually a very basic weapon. It does do a lot of damage, though. The 6 is actually pretty respectable damage. It can't actually do the thing it's going. I wanted to do in here because it actually has to use an action to do the electric ghosts. So it's. All right, I guess I may as well also Nexus here.
But yeah, I take it it's preparing to zoop over to the other dimensional anchor.
Yeah, because it's, it's what it can do. However, you've fucking forced it to take like 3 turns to do this, so like, hey, thumbs up. That's a lot of movement that it's wasting doing this. Yeah, medium nexus, that's all it can do, really. It's actually better if it does another... Yeah, it's better if it does another tech then. We use Info Muzzle on Blue Lightning. Yep, that's another hit, and that's going to force him to take a stress.
Good luck.
Oh no.
I'll help him.
Don't worry about it, though, because as an NPC, he actually can't die from stress.
Oh.
I wish that was me.
Yeah, it's a move.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing a good job. He's winning the HP race on this dude. So.
Yeah, he's beating the shit out of this thing. Yeah.
He's a good pilot. He's far and away the strongest of all of your like ally NPCs. Yep. All right. So that's gonna force. That's just impaired on him. So. All right, impaired, and that 10 is forced to kind of stay where he is. He can't do anything else here. So that's his first round. He does lose the impaired because that was until the end of this round.
All right, if it's planning to try to break out and escape anyway, then I know what I'm doing.
Going on in.
Yep. So I will move on top of the cube, landing on it, which causes it to disperse because it's not actually load bearing.
Right.
Then move the rest of the way in to engagement range. And since it
Understandable.
has an exit strategy anyway, I don't need to put a replacement cube behind me, and instead I'm just gonna barrage.
Nice.
Give him the
10
knife.
has no armor or anything like that, nor resistance of any form. It's quite fragile.
Welcome
Its
back.
only ability to resist this is through its slightly higher than usual HP.
Wrench.
Woof. Wow.
Nice.
Hot
Wrench.
Hot wrench. Wow.
Hot wrench.
Hot wrench.
Final
And
mix.
This is the first time Wrench has actually managed to show off that it is quite powerful.
Wrench is quite big. It's almost a heavy weapon. Almost.
1d6.
Its whole gimmick is that it
beefy.
just has limited ammo.
Limited ammo, and the overkill can be a drawback. If you don't have much heat to spend. And for the other attack out of the barrage, let's give him 2 knives.
Woof. Oh, wow. Fuck me.
And I get to reroll that D3 on
nice.
the first one.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Please don't get a 3.
Get the 3. Get the 3.
Come on, I've got so many cool things.
Yes! Yes!
All right. Now with that, Plague 10, because Plague 10, you'd like stab it a bunch, and unlike most robots, even these ones where, you know, they turn into wrecks or explode in the case of a lot of these ones that when they're not on this planet, they've got the meltdown function. This thing just kind of like vanishes into space and ceases to exist.
All right, so
Much more
order
so
of
than the
operations
others.
question that surprisingly hasn't gotten to come up till now. So I crit on both of those attacks. Would it be that I land one, spend the 2 movement, and then would have to like stay near the target in order to have landed the other? Or can I now, having done these together, teleport 4?
You can tell it's because like these attacks happen at the same time. You can go for it.
All right, so back outside.
That was an outrageously lucky amount of damage. You just did.
Yeah. That was max damage.
You did. Yeah, you did max
awesome.
damage that round. That was
Max
exactly
damage
the amount of
across 3 attacks plus
Yes.
bonus effects. What a turn.
Precision. Engineering.
I think that was the most powerful Clarkson has ever been in that one round.
The largest number I will ever need.
Well, shit. Damn. The medium didn't get to do anything. Oh no. That was its thing.
I really wish one day I too could do max damage of 76 plus 10.
I regret to inform you, you're playing against people who know that if there is a large group and one of them has the ability to revive people, you immediately shove them.
Yeah, you
in
kill
a
the medic,
locker and
obviously,
Kick their
but-
ass.
Yeah, sorry, Doc, you're playing against gamers.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
we get to start. I'll be honest. The Plague 9 is probably the thing that's actually the most. That was the thing that almost.
It is the
ruined
most-
us.
It is the most singularly dangerous robot on here, alongside the despoiler one. These two are the
Yeah.
most dangerous singularly. All of the rest kind of are supporting that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hostile turn.
Hostile turn.
One of these 3.
All right.
Do a thing.
Yeah, so one is gonna go. Like one is gonna go here. Yeah, I can't do the same tech twice on the same turn is the big problem. Otherwise, I would absolutely love to, and I would love to jam pushing up daisies, but I can't do that. So, I will, however, still use Halt the Flow and Confuse the Fluids on you, which is going to be a full tech, basically, to, tech it 2 twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention this. Let me take the next turn.
Okay, so 11 against your... Oh, I have an accuracy against it because you got the weak computer, right?
Let me see where that is. 1 second.
Or is that simply a... that might actually just be a
I think that's just a
difficulty on
systems
system
thing.
saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's +1 difficulty on systems.
Okay, so not the thing I thought. However, I still think that hits you because your E defense is like what, 6?
Maybe defense is garbage if I remember. Because I never have to look for it. E defense is 8. Yeah, so
Really? That's actually better than I thought. Huh. Interesting.
I have points in systems, so that may help. I think.
Yeah, that would. So yeah, it still hits though, and you've got 2 heat and you're knocked prone. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop you from taking a reaction on me, so I'm also going to do another tech attack against you, which is... It's a weird one. The way this works is that if I hit you with this, if you have defenses that are higher than the plagues, then I can treat you as if you had those. Problem is, I think both of its defenses are higher than yours, so all it is basically is just a attack invade. But need to make the check anyway. Yeah, all right, success.
So what happens on that one?
So you take 2 more heat. It's going to cause you to take
Stress.
a reactor stress.
Yeah.
And then you treat the evasion and E defense of any character you attack as being the same as its... And hold on, this is really weird. On success, the target enemy takes 2 heat and treats the evasion E defense of any character attacks as being the same as its own if its own defensive value is higher than the victim's normal value. Every time the target makes an attack against another character, the may also immediately move 1 square, ignoring engagement and reactions. Okay. That's the more relevant thing. The armor value thing does not matter at all to you.
Yeah, my evasion E defense are shittier than Plague ones, so
Yeah.
that doesn't help it at all.
All right, so roll your d6.
Oh yeah, I gotta do stress. What's that thing?
This is your first stress, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 5. You're just, that's just impaired.
Okay.
Impaired until the end of your next turn. That's all. And I'm willing to take that as my possible ability to move out of the way. So this is going to let you take a Overwatch reaction against
Yeah.
it.
So let's see. I got accuracy on the shotgun, which is canceled by the impaired, but it still is within range 3, so I still have an accuracy. So accuracy 1. That's not looking good for you.
It sure is. That is some decent damage.
Not looking good for you.
That's some pretty decent damage, I would say.
No, the question is, did you get knocked into the wall last time? I forgot if we actually did that. I missed the ram.
It did, in fact, get knocked into the wall from the
did.
knockback. It did not get knocked into the wall from the ram.
Yeah, so I can't do ram damage, but I still can push you.
Okay.
So let's put you over here.
All right. Now, it only moved 1, so we'll then take the rest of its movement there, but that's about as far away as it can get. But it is no longer immediately adjacent to you, and it is outside of threat 3.
Right,
That's the
range,
important part. Okay. So that's done. It is now Newbie's turn, whoever's left.
Oh, whoa. So,
Yeah, it's newbie or tie, and I'm just chilling.
Doc, I need clarification on something.
Yes?
I'm going to repost this part in the chat. I can't do this to myself, can I?
Over an allied character within sensors, you may choose. It looks like, yeah.
All right.
Wait, has 9 not gone yet?
Yeah, 9 still hasn't gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thought
Also,
it had for
it
a
got
second.
de-immobilized after getting bonked by Kubo. So
Wait,
No,
it's a-
immobilize actually still happens until its turn.
It's immobilized this turn?
well, no.
Oh,
it
wait, no, the snare
immobilizes
drone is
from
different.
snare.
That's right. Yeah,
It got
sorry.
bonked. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
the
got
snare
bonked
drone
away.
is different than normal immobilized.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so it can move.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna redirect my my tachyon shield to tie as quick action.
Okay.
Probably good.
Yeah, because it's not doing anything down here. Also, fucking man, protocol doing that thing.
Okay. The difficulty thing for both ways,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. And then
Getting awfully spicy there, buddy.
oh, I know. I'm gonna load another 2 ammo in. Going for this. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. That hits. Dude, it's
No,
knockback
wait,
2 when it's
that didn't have the difficulty.
I think even if it did, you could not fail. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would still hit even with the
Okay.
difficulty. You're fine.
All right, that's Jaeger rounds.
And these are kinetic damage, right? Because of
Yes, and I am
alright.
also going to post the rest because this is a two charge round. They're explosive.
Still works.
Knockback 2, and you're prone.
Succeed
Yeah.
on a hull save or be prone.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, did it
and,
get knocked back by
Yep.
it did,
Into
so
the.
go ahead and take a shot.
oh yeah, I get the I also think it went by
It did not
Oh.
go by the shroud,
Also,
but it went
wait.
by the assassin drone. That happened.
Also, wait,
Oh, okay.
but on hit, the drone gains +1 accuracy on this reaction attack.
Wait,
Okay,
does it
neat.
work for drones as well?
Yes, on hit, drone seeking a nexus.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 1d20 plus 1d6 would be
1d20 plus
Okay.
1d6 plus 3.
+3, so that's a 17. So
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it hits. Yeah.
Woo!
You're actually nickel and diming this thing pretty good with like all this damage.
Getting there.
All right.
Uh,
Dost thou have any additional moves?
so stepping into this zone would cause damage to me.
It would, yes.
All right. How much damage was that again?
5 energy damage. It does not ignore armor, so only 3.
Wait, where is this thing right now? Like as far as its actual location hex wise.
Like this.
Okay. So
Oh, okay, so it's on the bottom one's got it.
attempting to do the run past here, I would probably incur an opportunity attack.
Let me see its threat range. Its threat range is only 1.
It should be
So
fine.
so long as you do not go, adjacent to these, which actually you can't. You are because you are also size 2.
I'm
You are
large.
also a triangle. is
I'm
the thing.
I'm a large boy.
Yeah, you'd have to go here basically to move out,
Yeah.
and that would still incur an Overwatch. Yeah.
Could get spicy and run this direction. What's the worst that could happen?
The assassin drone is smart as well. It doesn't force.
Well,
you.
I more meant this boy standing right here.
That's fair as well. He's not. You are kind of cornered between 3 mechs at this very second, actually.
I'm doing my job. It's fine.
Yeah, you're paladining real good, dude. Keep it up.
Okay. That will be my action.
You fired on it, and you still have a quick action, I think.
It is a quick action to move the tachyon
Okay,
shield.
gotcha. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And what does that do for me?
You have resistance if you get hit. If it misses you, I can redirect the attack.
Oh, okay, tight.
Yeah, it's actually very good.
All right, let's have 9 go, which means I have to make another snare check.
Yeah. Just
All
the
right, so that's agility, which it actually is pretty good at, if I remember right. Let me see this real quick. 9. 9 is 3 agility, yep. All right, that is a success, so it is
That's
not
a success.
immobilized this time.
Yeah.
He kicks
Alright,
the
so
snare drone away.
Protocol, it burst. Recharge check for the enlarger. Failure, does not get its enlarging back. So, it can deploy another shroud within range 5. Yes. It'll deploy another shroud here. That's its protocol of being able to do that. Now, let's see. I'll use Umbral Shift, so it will teleport into this one over here. And I'll move within threat range of pushing up daisies, and I will go... and actually, let me get you over here instead. That's a better place for it. It's centered anyway. That makes more sense. And I will do Light Devouring Grip on pushing up daisies. Now, this doesn't actually have the accuracy on it that it normally would, because it is still impaired until the end of this round. Wait, that was also... I accidentally gave that a +3. That is actually just a 2. That is a full miss.
Light Devouring Grip. Check out
Actually,
what
did
that
have
does.
one. That's the
Sounds
it would
scary.
grab you and pull you over next to it.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Well, I rolled the die with who it would go after.
It did miss you, so you're fine. And that is its round.
All right. I think that's me then.
Mhm.
So, I'll just little bit scoot the Orochi in so it's actually try and make it less confusing. Adjacent, but less confusing adjacent.
Oh, and it's used its movement to rise from prone. I forgot it was prone for a second there. It
Okay.
doesn't matter
and
because it
before
didn't actually move.
I have to do the Annihilation Echo before I move anything, but I'm gonna have it hit the
Yeah.
6. Yeah. Oh. God, I have so many pages of shit. Okay, so this is at Plague 6. Bit of an accuracy. Good. Oh, wow. I can't roll today. Wowie. All right. 4 smart versus E defense.
For what it's worth, it's actually harder to target this. No, wait. No, not this one. Sorry. There is another mech that has... Sorry, you didn't actually get to see Plague 7's E defense.
Mhm.
It was 17.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
It had 6 evasion, though. So it was extremely easy to punch. So, you know... It was in exactly the wrong
It could
position.
not outsmart Berserker.
Yes.
All right, yeah, and I'm just gonna be scooting drones a little bit.
Mhm.
Don't worry about this corner of the map at all. And I'm gonna have Annihilation Nexus centered on this snare for my full action, and that will hit Plague 9 and both Shroud zones. So, targeting the left shroud, the left Shroud zone. 4. Targeting the Plague 9.
There you go.
19.
There you
That's
go.
much better.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, do the 50-50. It is invisible.
Oh God, right. Yeah, I was really hoping I would pull up the thing first. Okay, high is good. Oh my God. All right. And then yeah, one more for the right Shroud zone. Man, this sucks. I finally get like all these shots lined up for this damn thing, and I roll fucking trash like 20 in a row. This is ridiculous. All right, well that's my turn.
You were only 2 off, is the worst part. Like, pulling a 48 out of the 100 is pretty rough.
Yeah.
All right. The only thing I have left is actually the despoiler. That's it. Everything else is done. All right.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Is that the 6?
Yes, and that means that this is going to get shredded again, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Full
-1,
save.
failure. So it also gets the heat this time as well because it is successful.
Yep. And
So-
1 kinetic damage and shredded until end of your next turn.
First things first, I'm actually going to shoot the rad beamer at Newbie before I engage him.
Guess what, motherfucker? I charged this one 2 turns ago.
All right, yes. I'm going to have to roll really good to defeat that.
Damn.
I
You
should
actually-
also.
remember you are at 2
Yes.
difficulty. So
Yeah.
roll your 2d6.
Oh.
I'm also at 2 difficulty, so this is not it's going to be a wash, but
All right, so that's
-5, so 16.
16.
16. All right. This is at a +4 with 2 difficulty. 9.
Bam!
Miss. And
Shot it out of
the
the air.
effect- And,
It just yeah, that just cancels the attack. That's it.
Parry the
cancels
beam.
the attack entirely.
Make a contested range attack against the roll. If you win the contested roll, the attack automatically misses.
He's
Okay,
using stasis
automatically
bolt,
misses does not prevent the dangerous terrain happening.
Okay, that's
Yes.
fine.
So this is also dangerous terrain that you're now standing on.
I will just run back up the scaffolding next turn.
Okay. And now, movement will occur, which is going to trigger the
You-
assassin drone again.
We're prone.
Right.
No, I'm not. I made the save on the prone, if I remember.
Oh,
right.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Run back up the scaffolding towards
That
the
is
other
nice.
hot floor
Dang.
that you're now boxed in by.
Fuck, right, that's also hot.
Okay.
You
Now,
have some room
it
left
is-
to work with. There's space. You could fit so many more beams in here.
It is time to claw you once more. I'm going to claw.
Hold up. Oh, wait. I've already done one reaction this turn. Beans. Yes!
7. Targeting your E defense, which is actually a miss, I think, still, because your E defense is 8. Yeah.
8! Tank!
Tank. You're very lucky, newbie.
I'm very good at playing tanks.
Okay, that is the spoiler's turn. I have no more actions left, so it's all you.
All right.
I should actually mark myself as I've also gone.
I will take my really cool turn where I do nothing and I'm stunned.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a really cool turn.
Done.
Hold on. Damn. Too far
What I-
away to give you Plague One's cool move where he actually lets goes as you when you're stunned. It's
Oh, that's
only allies.
amazing.
It doesn't actually work. It's allies only.
It's only stunned till the start of my next turn, but yeah, that's funny. All right. My AI has been shut off.
That completes the round.
It sure
Yeah.
does. Okay. Round 5. Now this is a check of like
No.
no? All right.
No.
So we can finish this this one won't take that long to finish afterwards because we
Yeah.
you've cut it in half.
Yeah,
at
we've
this
got
point.
things in the cleanup phase. Just refresh all of your markers.
As long as newbie or I don't eat it before finally beat these guys down, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
I
still
can
room for us
easily-
to lose some resources, but
I
we
can-
have
That's
this
the
under
important
control.
thing, yeah.
I can easily protocol, put the difficulty up, and then just expel my heat next turn. If it comes to my turn again.
By the way, Blue Lightning
Oh,
can get
does
back
it-
into the fight because of his afterburner.
Nice.
Oh yeah, quick question that I should have asked a million years ago. Does invisibility affect template attacks since they're just attacking a general area and not
It
like
does,
a specific
actually,
place?
yes.
It does. Okay, that's very bizarre. I think that's what was messing me up about it so much.
Yeah,
Template attacks
AoEs
can hit things that
counter
are hidden.
hiding,
Yes.
which is separate from invisible.
All right. Well, that is going
Next
to be
time.
the end of this session.
Room's haunted, still.
Room is very haunted.
Yeah.
I think this is the most I've just had something in my grill and was tanking it this entire
2
playthrough.
horse rogues
That
remain.
rules, yeah.
And you've taken 4 big ones.